Georgia elections in his speech, and we'll carry the president's speech live tonight, and then after we will have local reaction and commentary. It all starts at 9 o'clock on 95.5 WSB and the WSB radio app. President Trump will visit Metro Atlanta next week. The White House says Trump will be at Wheeler High School on Wednesday. He'll focus on the new Trump Accounts investment program for children he announced earlier this month. It is now 89 degrees in Atlanta, hot and humid with scattered showers through tomorrow. Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. This is new at 3 o'clock. A summer camp in the city of South Fulton is inspiring high school girls to choose careers in firefighting.
At the week-long Camp Embers, South Fulton Fire Rescue Sergeant Sabria Douse says teen girls get hands-on training in fire service.
They do like hose line advancements, dragging the dummy, hose carries. They knock down targets that simulate like hitting the fire.
17-year-old Zion Lewis loves the energy and sisterhood. She was rescued from a fire at age 8, sparking a career dream.
For a long time, I didn't really like the fire part, but I wanted to be that one to come in and save a little girl.
Sierra Ellis is one of 3 Embers campers who's now a fire recruit.
Going out to calls and seeing how happy people are that you showed up on the worst day of their lives means the world.
In South Fulton, Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
For the 6th month in a row, the state labor department reports all-time highs in Georgia's labor force and employment.
Georgia's labor force increased by nearly 7,200 last month, while employment rose by more than 10,300. Now, despite June's new highs, the state's unemployment rate held steady at 3.4%. That's 0.8 of a point below the national average. The sector with the most job gains over the past year were healthcare and social assistance. Jobs were down the most in transportation, warehousing, and utilities. Cheryl Castro, 95.5 WSB.
Gwinnett County police are looking for multiple suspects after an attempted carjacking at the Longwood Vista apartment complex. Officer Brock Marks says this should serve as a warning to all residents, as they tend to see more crime like this during the summer.
Keeping their heads on a swivel, especially when going to and from their vehicles.
Investigators believe the victim might have been a target in this case. He is in the hospital in stable condition. Police have not yet identified the suspects. The numbers are in, and Atlanta showed out for FIFA. The city welcomed more than 500,000 people at the FIFA Fan Fest, which ranks among the most attended festivals in the country. MARTA transported more than 2.5 million riders throughout the tournament, nearly 200% more than its average ridership. The 8 matches in Atlanta at Atlanta Stadium drew over 540,000 fans. 6 of them were at full capacity. It is 3:03. The Von Hessler Doctrine begins in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather in the 24-hour traffic center. Here is Alex Williams.
Hey, Bill. New trouble heading into downtown. Just off the phone with our traffic troopers who spotted this. I see it on the jam cam. Crash impacting the right lane, I-20 eastbound, right at I-75-85, exit 57. So look out for that. I'll keep an eye on it as first responders will converge on that scene. A little bit of wet pavement. Got some rain on over I-85 as you head into Buckhead, or head out of Buckhead towards Midtown. Already slow from the 85-400 merge as you make your way down into Midtown. Construction where it's also been raining. Peachtree Road southbound in Buckhead at Far Road leaves only a left lane open, jamming up the right as you leave Roswell Road. From the TrustDale.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards. Partly cloudy, hot and humid today with a high of 89. A few pop-up storms later on this afternoon. Lows tonight in the mid-70s. Tomorrow, a mix of sun and clouds, high 90 with scattered pop-up storms through the afternoon hours. Saturday, partly cloudy, high 91. Heat index values closer to 100.
Scattered rain showers now on Storm Tracker radar. It's 89 in Marietta, 93 in Conyers, 87 in Fayetteville. More news at 3:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 1 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. I'm your host, Eric Von Hessler. Surrounded by the world-famous doctrinaires. Tim Andrews is here, Autumn Fisher is here, George Clark is here, Jared Yamamoto is here. Got a full house today, which raises the expectations. People expect a good show when you got a full house. I don't mean to put pressure on the doctrinaires or myself.
No pressure. I don't know, guys. Just another day.
I found out something. People actually listen to this. I don't want to make you guys nervous.
They do?
Yeah, people are actually listening to
more
this.
than 50?
At least 75.
Damn.
Wow.
Don't let
That's a lot of people.
Put 75 in a room.
Huh?
I'd be proud.
You would be proud. But don't get nervous, is what I'm saying. It's an awesome crowd.
75 in a room is an orgy.
Rush, not for me. 75 in a room is a lot of passing of gas.
Take your clothes off.
So I'm not interested.
Let's just talk about what we're going to do in here. Oil up.
First, do I have to bring my own oil?
We got oil in buckets lining the wall. Grab a
I haven't
handful.
washed my face in a couple days, so I'm bringing my own oil.
That's fine. That's even better.
We're gonna ring Autumn out on others.
Ring out
Autumn, have you wrung yourself out yet before this show?
I was saving it up.
Oh man, you need to wring yourself out before every show. I always do. I think everybody
I like
should.
to stay juicy.
I know. Right? That's good. That's good.
I like that.
Good marketing.
How does a word like juicy get so gross?
It's
it
just
really
gross.
doesn't. It seems like it should be.
I'm not grossed out by juicy.
Juicy's a gross. It's a creepy word. If not gross, it's at least if a guy in that voice says,
"She's juicy."
Yeah, you look juicy.
Well, yeah, that's
you
gross.
Look juicy.
It's just like if I said daddy versus zaddy.
Yeah, but that's.
Yeah,
that's
I don't
cool.
know. That's not.
kind of
creepy
like
to me.
that guy.
It's not creepy to me.
Not
Seems very
it's
wonderful.
very innocent.
What about
and
this?
also,
Okay, no,
all right.
Now there's a
you
line.
went right down there. You went right down to creepy.
It's not Love's Baby Soft 1975 commercial creepy, but you know what I'm talking about?
Love's
Yes.
Baby Soft.
Oh.
Is that one of the ones where you'd see the rear ends and stuff
No,
in the 70s?
no. I'll show you during the break.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a-
like.
Autumn, you
ahead,
go
Tim.
ahead.
Okay.
You're a gal. You
I know.
explain.
I know. Maybe I don't want to hear it.
Nah, she can do it.
Maybe I don't want to hear it.
It's a commercial from the 70s where, the women who are adult women are acting very sensual,
Yeah.
but also likening their skin and things to baby.
Oh, okay. So it's just
and
creepy.
but they're also being like very coy, like, I don't want to.
Oh, wow.
Oh, the voiceovers.
Well, the
worst.
70s were different. And late 70s and the early 80s. I don't know. People just didn't really have just look at the career of Brooke Shields. That people just didn't have, for some reason. It
15
just,
when Blue Lagoon came.
Huh?
15 when Blue Lagoon was made.
Is that when she was 13 when Pretty Baby was made.
No, she was 12.
Oh, well.
Get it right.
Maybe in my mind.
Yeah. Here's the tagline.
I saw Pretty Baby at the theater.
Oh, who took you to that?
Me?
Oh,
I
guess you were old enough.
just go. Well, I wasn't.
Oh.
I just got in. It was the 70s. So
They
I
didn't
think,
have PG-13.
Yeah, it didn't matter back then. I'm telling
If they
you.
didn't have it, they didn't. The first PG, I think. I know Grease wasn't PG-13.
No, it was
There
Red
like-
Dawn or
Yeah.
that era.
But
I
I
think
mean,
it was Red Dawn.
but it was R. It was definitely
yeah.
an R movie, and I was absolutely under the age of 17.
Didn't they bring her out on a
Yeah,
platter?
yeah.
Wow.
And see, I was just like, I had heard about it, but when how old was I I was probably 15 or 16 myself when I saw it. And it was just like a thing. There was some controversy about her career, and there was certainly some talk about her playing a prostitute in this movie. And I think to me, it was like, I used to go to movies by myself all the time. I was like, well, a bunch of people are talking about this movie. I'll go see it. And, I didn't really understand it. I mean, morally, I didn't really understand even what should bother me morally about it. I was just like 14
Well, you
or
didn't
15
have those
years
types
old.
of morals as a
Yeah,
tiny human.
Yeah, I just didn't, whatever. I just thought, oh, people are talking about this movie. And I was like, hey, it wasn't as I recall, I only saw it that one time at the theater when it came out. As I recall, it was, who made the movie? I remember Keith Carradine, I think, was in it.
Louis Malle.
Oh, yeah, the French
Screenplay
guy.
by Polly Platt.
Okay, so Louis Malle.
Mhm.
That would be, he's a European director. Hold on, did he make My Dinner with Andre?
I'm going to check.
Why don't you check on that? Because that would be a G-rated movie. That one, I think. And
When did My Dinner with Andre come? Yeah, he did. He made that.
My goodness. All right. So he's a
So I
a
know-
director of pedigree.
Yeah.
It was.
Pedigree.
Yeah. Well, I didn't just I'm a little more clever than I
You
actually
put the
thought.
ped
In
in
agree.
pedigree.
In
You put
agree.
the
I
I was going to say about kids. I feel like, you could correct me if I'm wrong, but like
You're wrong.
Okay.
Did I not wait long enough?
No, you got to wait until I'm done.
Oh, okay. All right.
That there was a thought about children growing up in the 70s that they're just like little adults, and like if they say they're fine with it, then we should just say it's fine.
There was,
and I don't know how much of that was used at the gain of an adult.
If you look at, I mean, I was there, and I was going into my teen years, And there was certainly there was more of a thought, but I don't think it was like that. I don't think it was like that. As a matter of fact, I think that's more true now, even though people are super, wary of, creepy, adults. But I think people treat kids like adults more now than they did then. But there was, I think maybe it was just spillage from the sexual liberation, right? It was like spillage, like the wave
That's
just
what I'm
got
saying.
too
So like
big.
those parents were repressed, and so they were thinking like, let's just let these kids express themselves. And
it was controversial. I think the reason that people kind of backed off on it was that her mother was always with her, and that her mother was like. And what I mean, they were in People magazine and, all of this kind of stuff. And her mother was always there, and the idea was she's being protected. Now, the truth, I think if you look into that movie, Pretty Baby, and I think even to this day, she says it was a very professional set. It was not.
And there's nothing graphic at all. It's just her naked.
Is there not? I think she has to kiss.
It's just her naked?
She has to. Well, she was wearing a bodysuit. She kissed Keith Carradine,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that I've heard him talk about it. I've heard her talk about it, and I don't know. It's hard to say that was done in the most professional way possible, but they both agree that it was. I don't know.
Let's say that everyone was protected and everything was done in a safe way. It still could, I don't know, encourage or at least
it's
be
not
interesting to people who are into that kind of thing.
So now, here's the thing.
But then the other side
here's
of
the
that
question
is like,
should
at least
art
they're not out doing it in a real
No,
person,
I think that's pornography. But what I'm saying is, should Lolita have been made? It's like at some point, should art? Would you have been for banning the book when it came out? No,
because it's a book. But if it's an actual child being involved in the production,
a lot of very dangerous ideas have come through books.
The Kubrick film doesn't have anything graphic in it at all.
No, I know, but there's still the concept.
Yes, but you had to look.
And they also made her a little bit older, I think.
They did in the movie, and then they did a remake of it.
Oh yeah, with Jeremy Irons.
Jeremy Irons.
That's the one that I'm familiar with.
Yeah, that one had some graphic scenes in it.
Oh, okay.
That didn't necessarily belong in the
You never
film.
watched the Kubrick one?
No.
It's a little bit long and boring.
I don't like anything without James Mason. I married Shelley Winters.
I find that movie to be a little bit too long. Oh no, not Shelley Winter. Shelley Winters.
Let me write. I'm going to write. The best part of that movie is, of course,
Peter.
Peter, yeah.
Peter Pumpkin
Cetera.
Eater. No, Peter Cetera from Chicago.
Young girl.
I want to kiss.
Why can't we think of his name? He's only like the greatest actor of all time. Yeah, Peter Sellers.
He's maybe the biggest comic actor of all time. I wouldn't say he's the greatest actor
Certainly
of all time.
a good actor.
But you want to hear about a weirdo? Look into his life. He was a weirdo.
He sure was.
He had like a mom complex or something.
And no directors liked him because let's do it a different way. Oh God.
By the way, anybody listening to this show knows for a fact that we don't get notes. No one would say, open up with this topic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's talk about the philosophical underpinnings of children sexualized in cinema.
Yeah,
I learned something reading about Pretty Baby here. I had no idea that New Orleans, this is a very random thought here, but in New Orleans, I didn't know they had a red light district.
Storyville. Yes.
I did not know that.
So I think that's the point I was going to get to. And
Good
then
save, Jared.
we'll
Good save.
move on to other things.
No,
but
no,
I think that what I'm saying is the art was reflecting an era in New Orleans that actually did happen. And so is it are you encouraging something or are you showing through art something that actually did happen? And I'm going to leave. I don't want anymore. I'm done.
Oh,
I'm
come
done. I'm done. This is not.
You don't want to talk?
I want to talk about other
things. You don't
things.
like that talk?
You know what I want to talk about? War. No, I don't want to talk about that either.
The art hour's at 9 o'clock tonight.
Children in war?
No, I don't want to talk.
No?
Well,
the war on art.
Oh, there we go.
The war on sexy
art. No, the sexy war. I don't know what.
The war on sexy art.
It's the sexiest war I've ever seen.
Hey, here's something to talk about. Apparently, Georgians are divided on the proposed Atlanta to Savannah rail line.
Are they divided above and below the line where they're going to put the rail?
The South will rise again.
I actually have I understand why they're divided.
This is the dumbest idea I've ever heard in my
I have
life.
an idea to make it right.
Okay, your idea may be to make it right, but right there, the fact that you have to have an idea to make it right says that at right this point, how many people in Atlanta go to Savannah on a daily basis?
I'm not
This
sure.
is absurd.
I
It'd
know
be
that
a tourism thing, no?
No, you could work there.
more than you think. Especially during the summer, especially during the summer months. But hear me out. What I think would work, and this is one of the proposals here, is if this train went from Atlanta to Athens to Augusta and then to Savannah, I think that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, but then it would take longer.
Yeah, we
Because
can wait
the
10 hours.
idea is that you go to Atlanta to Savannah, there's no stops, and you just get there and
You put another line up, do an arc.
But not it's not as much of a line as you think, though. Like, 'cause Athens is basically parallel to Atlanta.
But here's the point. The point is, every time you stop, you got to let people off. You got to wait till you go again.
timetables.
Do it quick. Do it quick.
What's dividing people?
What's dividing people is whether it's a good idea or not. It's
I
a
think it
terrible
is a
idea.
great idea.
How many people go to? I mean, I'm sure that you have a lot of people who travel between Atlanta and Savannah, certainly, but not. You would have. I think this would become the streetcar.
You know what they should
how
do
many
instead
people?
is invest that infrastructure into MARTA so that people can travel from the suburbs and there isn't so much traffic on the roads.
Well, people aren't going to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
know, but
that's a waste
dumb.
of money too. You can't force people to use rail.
I think that they would.
Nah, I don't.
Instead of using,
They
instead of
don't
having
use
to
it
sit
now.
traffic,
It's there. It's there. They don't use it
not
now.
from the suburbs.
Well, I mean, from Roswell, I could pull over every day on 400 and get on the train and take the train in. You know, I mean, not right. I guess it's Sandy Springs at that point on 400, but I could do that.
If you're like, if I were you though, I'd be like, well, I'm already almost halfway there. I may as well just keep going. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's
I think
not.
I think spend the money on something else. I think these are boondoggles. Almost
You're here to
always.
disagree with me today.
I am.
You agreed with me just now.
Oh, damn.
You went off script, Eric.
She's evil and deceptive. She's a
witch.
deceitful
She's a
person.
The devil likes to treat.
Yeah, I don't think people listen. There's certain places like New York City and maybe Chicago and some other places where it's kind of a natural thing to use rail, but it's not. You can't. It's very difficult to take people who don't use it and then say, okay, now we're going to make it available and now you can use it, because we're very independent people. I don't want to be a bunch of strangers, going from Roswell to Midtown every day. I want to get in my car, listen to my music.
It's nice to have the choice, though. Okay, I honestly, I would go to downtown Roswell a lot more to Canton Street if I could take the train.
We got too many people. We got too many people on Canton Street.
How dare you not open your arms up to me? I would go and spend my money.
I'll go if you can guarantee there'll be a shirtless guy screaming at me while I'm on the train.
That's the whole thing.
Oh, the train's been fine lately.
Yeah,
You get
I
that
told you by the
sometimes.
time I got on MARTA, a stranger bear hugged me, lifted me off the ground, set me back down.
Did you live?
I did live.
Okay,
Oh,
you're here.
like
So,
that, Jared.
so I did live, but here's
Put your big boy pants on.
Today,
Maybe do it again.
See, today I drove here and nobody did that to me.
How many times has that happened while riding MARTA?
Almost every single time I use public transit, something off-putting happens. Now that's just my anecdotal. That's just me. But
I think
for
you're
instance,
attracting it
for
because
instance,
you're looking for it.
Maybe. For instance,
You gave a wink.
It
You're
says
like, "Hey,
on all
come
the
here."
MARTA, a couple of times I've taken it to the airport, it says on all the things, no music, no loud music. We live in a time where there's no need for it. Everybody listens with their little ear pods, but kids get on and play music loud, so an old douche like me says something to them so they can respond to the old douche like me. Maybe beat the hell out of me.
Don't
So
say
I
anything
gotta.
to 'em.
Well, that's right, but I'm not enjoying myself, and the sign clearly says you shouldn't be doing that. It's not for me to enforce that.
Cars do that all the time.
Okay, maybe, but I can roll up my windows. I don't drive around with my windows down. I don't have to hear other people's stuff.
Put your own
I
little
don't.
earbuds
I just
in.
don't. I just don't see the. I don't see your point. Is you should put yourself out there and allow other people to annoy you every day when you go to work. I don't think that's a better life.
It would be
I would
ni-
rather do that than have to sit in like an hour of traffic. Is all.
It would be
I
nice
don't-
to
I
have
don't
the
sit in an hour
choice
of traffic.
to get around Atlanta with how bad, especially as somebody that is an ITP or myself, living inside the perimeter, the traffic is getting so bad now that it would be nice to have that option to go more places using MARTA.
Have you ever used the streetcar ever in your life?
I've used the streetcar,
but
it's not for practicality.
Okay, look, there's a streetcar.
If I'm going from downtown to Edgewood, if I'm going to like Church Bar on Edgewood from downtown, then yeah, that's great. And honestly,
the streetcar was an act of like strange do-goodery that didn't make any sense. You're on the same road as the cars.
Yeah. And also novelty. They were trying. They were thinking of like, we're going to make it look like 1925 in Atlanta or something. I don't know.
And even during
the rail back then, I know from the that golf movie with the guy who played Jesus,
Jim Surf.
The Bobby Jones movie. Mm-hmm. It showed the Georgia Tech area and all of that in the 1920s, and there was a lot of rail going on. So I feel like they tried to like maybe nostalgically do something. That's a waste of money.
Well, the idea. Well, what the streetcars.
What I'm saying is there was a lot of that.
I
thought the streetcar is on a rail.
It is, but it's in the street though. So Autumn's right. So the rail is on the street. So it uses the same lane, but it has its own like little railroad tracks in the lane. No,
it has tracks.
No, it's on a track, but
it's a trolley of sorts.
Yeah.
Is it electric?
Yes, because trolleys used to be in every major city, and they were all electric. They did not run on gas.
But see, here's the thing. Like, you look at San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there was a reason to have trolleys because
there's hills.
People would have heart attacks if they had to walk up a hill every single day of their life. So that's my whole thing with transportation is there needs to be a reason, not somebody who is in academia who just comes up with an idea that they think would be ideal, because you can't make people do the things. You create transportation when there's a need, where people, we really need this. San Francisco, I can't walk up that hill every single day of my life. It's absurd. Okay, a trolley makes sense.
Now, with the Atlanta streetcar, we're in the very first stage of it. What they're going to do
they're going to waste more money.
So they're going
like a 40-year?
No, it'll be done in probably sooner than you think, probably in the next 10 years. So what they're planning to do is once the complete
I might see that.
Once the loop of the Beltline is done, which is, again, 22-mile loop around town, the idea is the streetcar would be like a lower belt across the Beltline. So if you're going from the west part of the Beltline to the east part of the Beltline, you could hypothetically take that streetcar.
So it's a drunk train. It's for people who are getting drunk on the Beltline to get on the train.
I'm ready to get drunk on the other side of the city.
Yeah. I'm tired of getting drunk over on this side. Let's go over there and get more drunker.
I got kicked out all the places on this side.
If you want to stop in downtown, which, by the way, downtown is becoming a destination again.
Really?
That streetcar will.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it?
It
is there a Hooters?
No, the Hooters is gone. But the stuff that's replaced it is a lot better.
Where is it? Downtown's becoming a destination. Now, maybe for you, because you already live in the city, it's not becoming a destination for people in Alpharetta. It's not becoming a destination
I would say
for people
it is.
in Gwinnett.
Or you go down there for the Fox or something, and then you have dinner.
Right, but that's always been that way. But the only reason you're down there is
been
because some artist you like is playing at the Fox. You're not there because
but even then,
a destination means I want to see the Coca-Cola Museum again. That's a destination.
So here's what's happening. So you guys are talking about Midtown with the Fox. I'm talking about the actual downtown area, the tourist triangle. For the longest time, it was always kind of plasticky and plain. Yeah, Georgia State area was always kind of plasticky and plain.
Plastic homeless people.
And
scary.
Yeah,
plastic scariness.
It did have some scary moments.
Woodruff Park.
But
Woodruff Park's a lot nicer now. But
there's nothing organic about Woodruff Park.
No.
They are now
organic rats.
They are investing money, and they are building new restaurants that are good. El Tesoro is great. They're putting in.
How's the parking? What does it cost me? $30?
Parking is actually getting better.
I got a QR code. I have to have a phone.
Okay, everywhere you park is the QR code, or ride the train. Yes, exactly. Adam, thank you. Going back to where we started, the train would be easy because you just go right there.
After a nice evening, a great 5-star restaurant with my wife, maybe it's 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. You know what I want to do then? Jump on the train.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Head back out.
Easy.
That's what I want to do.
You just don't want to open your heart to the idea.
Well,
that a train
honey, let's get on the train
and
and
if
go
more
back to our
people
home.
were taking it, there would be less people being douchebags on it.
You can't force people to take it.
I'm
This
not
is
going to
the point.
force anybody.
Well,
I think people would do it.
Nah, it's been shown again and again. People just move out to the suburbs and they create satellite cities. We have so many satellite cities. My goodness, we have amphitheaters, all over the place. Or, it's like you can see.
Throw a rock.
You don't have to leave Fayetteville to see Kool and the Gang. Some sort of summer.
They go to the Amp.
Yeah, I mean, so it's like that. The kind of area that we live in, Metro Atlanta, is about downtown, midtown, Buckhead, and a bunch of satellite cities. That's what it is. And satellite cities say there's no reason for you to go into the city. If you live in Alpharetta, they've got their own little thing. If you live in Woodstock, they've got like an amphitheater. You don't need to.
There are restaurants you might want to go to.
Yeah, sure. There's a reason, but I'm saying is, to me, if you say that downtown is a destination again,
yes,
that's just more like, hey, let's go to that great park downtown and drive all the way from Alpharetta. I don't think that's happening. They have parks in Alpharetta, and they just do it there.
I think what's happening is, for the longest time, first off, a lot of people from Alpharetta and Woodstock and all these different metro area suburbs would come into the city, and they would go to places like Virginia Highlands, Decatur, Midtown, Buckhead. They would always go to those places for those destinations. What I'm saying is that downtown is now becoming like Midtown, Buckhead, and it's providing yet another option for people to go to down there. And it's great what they've done down there.
I've been down there. How many times have I been down there since 1998? Probably 20, 25, something like that. Usually frightened. Been a while, though.
It's a lot better, I promise. I'm sure when we go to a Falcons game this fall, we'll take you to a couple places.
How do you know I'm going to a Falcons game this fall?
Who's to say you won't? What if I offered you a ticket? What if I offered my dear friend Eric Von Hessler a ticket to go to a Falcons game?
You certainly owe me one. That's for sure. I don't know. We have to see when the Bills are playing on a Thursday or something. I think I might. My sister that's in Louisiana, I think she wants to see a New Orleans game. And I've said, yes, I'll do that but that's in January.
Here or there?
Well, we play one here.
Here. So, and then I looked at the schedule and I'm like, oh, man, that's in January. Now, one of two things could be going on then. The Bills could be completely out of it because the season was terrible, or they're still in it and it's a very important game. But either way, I'm a man of my word.
Then
I said yes.
At that point, I'll take you on a nice little downtown adventure. We'll go around all the new places. And I bet by the end of it, you'll come on the show on whenever the next show is, and you'll be like, you know what, Jared? You are right. Downtown is a destination.
Will you pay for the insurance that I take out for one day?
Get any size air conditioner for $69.99 a month, 0 down, an unbeatable lifetime warranty, and ask about clean air upgrades. Visit reliableair.com to book your free estimate today.
We are here with investment advisor Matthew Decker of the Vincent Financial Group and co-host of Retire ATL every weekend right here. And Matt, you've said that a lot of adults come to see you and the team at the Vincent Financial Group. They have their portfolio prepared. They need some guidance, but they're missing one major aspect of their retirement strategy.
Most people seem to come into our office without clearly defined goals. They may have, like a broad hope that, hey, I'm hoping that I can retire at this age. And if I can retire at this age and not have to go back to work and maybe travel like a couple times a year, I think that's maybe what I'm looking for, something like that, which that's great. If that's where you are, a lot of people don't spend tons of time thinking about this, and it sneaks up on you. But what I would tell you is from someone who's trying to put together the puzzle, I'm going to say, those aren't super clearly defined goals. Let's drill down on, you say you want to travel. Why? Tell me more. So there's a whole lot more than just I'd like to travel. And then once we've gotten to the point where you're kind of upset that we keep asking you about what else you want to do, what other goals do you have? Once you're like, gosh, there's no more, stop asking me. Right. Okay, now maybe we've got a real clear picture of what your goals look like, and then we can kind of work backwards and we can put together a plan.
What do you want out of your retirement? It's your life's work. It's your financial future. And most importantly, how can the team at the Vincent Financial Group help get you there? Call today for your initial no-cost, no-obligation consultation. 770-280-1488. That's 770-280-1488. Or get more at retireatlradio.com. And join us for Retire ATL every weekend right here. And it's all powered by the Vincent Financial Group.
Investment advisory products and services made available through Impact Partnership Wealth, LLC, IPW, a registered investment advisor. Neither the firm nor its agents or representatives may give tax or legal advice. Individuals should consult with a qualified professional for guidance before making any purchasing decisions.
If you're looking for an exceptional Swiss timepiece, visit Terra Fine Jewelry today. They have exceptional Swiss watches from Tag Heuer and the finest selection in Atlanta of pre-owned Rolex. It's where I've been shopping for over 25 years. Terra Fine Jewelry in Beaufort.
Men, if ED or PE is affecting your performance in the bedroom, you don't have to live with it. Priority Men's Medical Center restores men's performance in the bedroom in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Even when Viagra and Cialis have failed, men are now lasting longer than ever. Right now, your consultation and first treatment are free. Call Priority Men's Medical Center now at 404-885-8885 or PriorityMen'sMedical.com.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 3:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Vincent Financial. Our top story, Georgia Senator John Ossoff calls President Trump the world's most famous sore loser. His comment comes ahead of the president's primetime speech tonight on election integrity. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt says this should not be a partisan issue.
I think part of the problem is that the media has refused to acknowledge that tens of millions of Americans across the country share the concerns of this president about the sanctity of our election.
We don't know if President Trump will mention Georgia elections during his speech. We will carry the speech live tonight, and then after we'll have local reaction and commentary. It starts at 9 o'clock on 95.5 WSB and the WSB radio app. A Carroll County teenager accused of murdering her mother and stepfather will learn her fate sooner rather than later.
The murder trial will begin as scheduled August 3rd for Sarah Grace Patrick, accused of fatally shooting her mother Kristen Brock and her stepfather James Brock while they were in bed last year. Patrick's new defense attorney asked for a delay, citing new evidence coming in and concern about the integrity of the investigation. Carroll County Superior Court Judge Dustin Hightower reviewed the record before ruling against more time. The 18-year-old Patrick was 16 when investigators say she killed the couple, then called 911 to report their bodies had been found. Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
A former Bartow County Sheriff's deputy is accused of child abuse. The GBI says it's arrested 31-year-old Andrew Sean Williams. The child was found by police walking down the street and was identified along with the child's parents. The child suffered minor injuries after being struck multiple times. Williams is charged with misdemeanor battery. Fulton County Sheriff Pat Labatt is asking for the public's feedback on his policy not to jail people arrested for low-level misdemeanors. Labatt says while it could help reduce overcrowding at the Rice Street facility, it is not a fix-all solution.
Other elected officials have put forth that we can reduce our population by half. Solely focusing on misdemeanors is inaccurate.
A town hall starts at 7 o'clock tonight. It is 3:32 and time for live team coverage of traffic and weather in the 24-hour traffic center. Here is Alex Williams.
Hey, Bill, watching a big old jam on the south side, 75 southbound in Clayton County, stacked up before I-285 coming out of Hateville into Forest Park, all due to a stalled vehicle in the center lane. Here with it, this is south of Forest Parkway, exit number 237. So once they get that cleared, those delays should start to improve. Crash still working in the right lane heading into downtown, 20 eastbound at the downtown connector, exit 57. Those brake lights start just east of Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. 75 northbound, been a little slower. We had some wet pavement making your way up into Ackworth and Emerson. And heads up in Forsyth County, crash traffic trooper Luthen told me about. Highway 20 at Ronald Reagan Boulevard or Marketplace Boulevard just east of 400, jamming up the ride in both directions. From the TrustScale.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Partly cloudy, hot and hazy for today. High 89. Stray pop-up shower or thunderstorm possible later this afternoon. Lows tonight in the mid-70s. Tomorrow, Saturday, and all the way into Sunday, afternoon highs in the low 90s. Heat index values closer to 100.
And we have scattered rain showers now on Storm Tracker radar. A band of heavy rain right now stretching from Paulding County into Bartow County at this hour. 88 in Sugar Hill, 90 in Fairburn, 89 in Cartersville. More news at 4 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Just call Sweet James at 1-800-9-million. Just call Sweet James, your accident attorneys.
Hurt in a crash? Call the attorneys at Sweet James, 800-9-million and sweetjames.com.
Kick off the summer with a stress-free way to sell your home with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. You'll save time, make the most money, and eliminate all the hassle. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
The idea of new floors sounds exciting. Until you think about the mess, the moving, and your home being turned upside down. Don't worry about it. Peach State Hardwood takes all the stress and mess out of the process. With clear upfront pricing, delivery and installation by their in-house team, even moving and protecting your furniture. And when it's all done, your home is left spotless. No stress, no surprises, just a home that feels brand new. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at peachstatehardwood.com. Peach State Hardwood. Hardwood without the hassle.
Attention men, are you suffering from ED or PE? Here's an important message from Choice Men's Health.
I'm Dr. Katz, and I'm the Chief Medical Director at Choice Men's Health. Are you performing the way you want to in the bedroom? If the answer is no, and you've tried Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra and were disappointed, then you need to come see us immediately. If you don't see results on the first visit, then there's no charge. Many of our patients have medical conditions such as diabetes, hypertension, obesity, and prostate problems. I'm happy to say that we have 98% success rate with all our patients. Our customized solutions will allow you to perform within 10 minutes and last an hour and even longer. You can regain your love life and tackle your ED and PE problems. Guys, your partner will never complain again. Our clinic has the most affordable prices, so if you visit other clinics and you're not completely satisfied, then you need to call Choice Men's Health.
Regain your love life regardless of your age or medical history. Choice Men's Health guarantees results on your first visit or you pay nothing. Call now. 404-400-1170. That's 404-400-1170.
Well, Jared and Autumn, you'd be happy to know that there's, as the kids say, some clapback to Eric Von Hessler on our last conversation. Strangely enough, not about the beginning of our last conversation. the controversy came with the speaking about transportation.
That commercial we watched was pretty hot, wasn't it?
I never saw that commercial when I was a kid, but I understand the time.
The baby.
That was when people were taking their wives, like couples were going to see pornography and stuff. It was a weird time in the mid-'70s. But anyway.
Well, Ed, did you go see Behind the Green Door?
Yes, sir.
So
this is a tweet, an X post.
An X post is saying, Von Hessler, you're an idiot.
Yes, Cam says, what is Eric even talking about? By the way, he tagged me, Jared, and for some reason Autumn, who's not on X. Atlanta traffic ranks has one of the worst in the country. Take note of FIFA. Most people took MARTA. We want rail expansions. Nobody is forcing anyone. Expand transit. And then he said, people would come to Atlanta for these events. Expanded transit will help with that. It would make sense to connect communities. And if downtown is getting better, Centennial Yards, for example. Thank you, Jared, for being the voice of reason.
Wow, the voice of reason. Jared Yamamoto.
Usually
right
that's the gal on the show.
Yeah, Hey, yeah, well, kind of. You know. I will say this. I will say that I will relent enough to say, if you're going to waste my money, I would rather it be wasted on that than Atlanta to Savannah. Look, there can be reasons. Listen, I'm just saying these things turned out to be boondoggles. That's all. It's going to take 5 years. It takes 12 years. It's going to cost $500 million. It costs $1.5 billion. It's always more. It takes longer than they say it's going to. It costs more than they say it's going to, and ultimately, usually, does less. But listen. If we're going to waste the money, I will go along there. Hopefully there's an agreement the money shouldn't be wasted on rail between Atlanta and Savannah. That's going to do nothing for me, you, anybody listening, unless like you work in Savannah for some weird reason.
Totally agree. I would much rather have more transportation options here in the city of Atlanta and to the suburbs around us than to have transportation.
And I think
Savannah.
we're almost saying the same thing, because I'm saying I agree with you. I'd rather waste this money on that project than waste it on a project that no one's going to be helped by.
Look at us coming together.
You know what? According to Secret Atlanta.
Okay.
You can't. Hey, that was a lot like that commercial that he showed me.
Because innocence is sexy.
It says Georgians named among the least likely to be scammed in the U.S. When it comes to falling for online scams, Georgians are some of the least likely in the country to fall for it.
You ain't gonna scam me.
You've seen it all, Ma.
I seen it all. You think I did my first time around? I wasn't born today, but I wasn't born yesterday neither.
I think you started to go somewhere with that, but
I wasn't born. No. Hold on.
What is it? She was born at night, but not last night.
That's right.
That's what I think she was trying to say.
No, that is what I said. I
Okay.
wasn't born yesterday, but I certainly wasn't born today.
I thought you said you weren't born the day before.
Yesterday I wasn't born. I wasn't born tomorrow or last week.
I wasn't
So you
born
can take
tomorrow.
your little scam bot. You know, I didn't order that from Amazon, and I'm not clicking on your link.
You tell him.
I like that. I just call her Ma.
That's right.
Everybody calls her Ma. She
actually
she has no children. She has no children.
Never been married.
Everybody calls her Ma.
You hungry?
Yes, Ma.
Did you eat something?
Yes, Ma.
Yeah, you want a sandwich? I can fix you up something. Hold
What you
on.
fixing?
Well, I got some leftover mac and cheese. There, baby.
No bagged lettuce.
Why
We don't
is it
want. We don't
blue?
want the explosive
It's
diarrhea.
fine. It's still fine.
No,
What do
no.
you think cheese is? It's mold, you know.
No bagged lettuce. It's
Oh, you think I get it straight from the garden?
She grows it, yeah.
Yeah, so,
Right.
okay, so
I don't
chard.
get nothing from the Kroger's.
I guess that's the best. It's a singular. I guess the best advice right now that I've seen, I think, is just don't buy bagged lettuce for a while.
Don't do that.
Till they figure it out.
Yeah.
You know, that bagged leafy stuff, it tends to, I'm not talking about pot. I'm talking about in your grocery store, the produce. The bagged leafy stuff.
Hey, man, this is triple washed.
You know, that's where a lot of the salmonella ends up coming from, too. I just think the idea, because they have to clean it, and then they put it in a bag, and then it gets, and then I think there's still a little bit of moisture in there.
Well, who's walking around
No, no,
pooping
no.
in the field?
Huh?
It's not from the moisture.
Oh, that's right. It's from the pooping in the field.
It's from
Field pooping.
people needing to use the restroom and then maybe not
Everybody's
cleaning
foot
and then
loose. Field poop. Put on your Sunday
they get the
shoes.
exploding D's
Yes.
Ooh-wee.
from the dirty
Duty.
leaves.
I just think that it's probably
hear
a
my
more.
rhyme?
I saw what you did there.
Yeah, it was good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Validate Autumn, guys. Come on, take a second. Let's validate her.
More than nothing.
It's
Validate her.
Self-congratulatory day on the von Hessler doctrine.
Get the runny D's from the dirty leaves.
No, it's the explosive D's.
The explosive D's.
Oh,
So you
Autumn,
messed
okay,
it up.
yeah,
Even
no
when you said-
validation.
The runny leaves from the explosive.
You got to deliver the line. I mean, come
Does
on.
anybody ever actually boo at live shows? Like say boo? Don't they just go like, "You suck"?
I think people
Yeah, they
go like,
boo.
Yeah, people ask them, they boo at sporting events.
Sure.
But like at a show, if you think like, let's say the bass player steps out and doesn't have the greatest solo, do people boo? Or do they go, that wasn't much?
The last time I heard somebody get booed at a concert was in 2000 when the lead singer of Counting Crows told everybody to vote for Al Gore, and the audience went, boo!
That's politics.
And he went, oh, all right, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's so
Shut up and
sporting events and political events.
Yeah.
People boo, but I don't think like it. Like if you're just doing an open mic night and you're not very good,
Yeah, boo,
don't
you
people
suck.
just yell, "Hey, you're terrible" or something like that? They don't
Yeah,
go-
start throwing
They
things.
they don't
heckle
like,
you.
boo. You can't throw things at people.
Yeah, you get thrown out of there.
you got to bring it with you. They don't hand it out anymore.
Yeah. Throw tomatoes at
I don't
you.
think that's how much the understanding of politicians was like back in England, back in like the 1700s and the 1800s. Like you would get up there and speak as a politician, and people actually brought tomatoes and stuff and threw them at you. Like, and you had to know as a politician, like, okay, it's almost like, hey, we know you're up to something, and you're probably going to get it, but take a couple tomatoes along. It seems like that was kind of the idea of the whole thing. I don't know.
And also, you probably didn't want to return home with tomatoes, right? So if you brought them, you're going to use them.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. I'm excited to use these.
Yeah. You're like, hey, actually, I agree with most of what he said, but I'm not bringing these tomatoes home.
It's like bringing a pom pom to a football
Yeah,
game, right? You're going to use
You
it.
got to use it.
No, I'm going to take my homemade spaghetti sauce.
You're gonna make your special sauce.
That's right. Gather
You
'em
can
up.
put it right back in the ground for one.
Thanks, Ma.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, Ma.
You
by-
want some shrimp or something?
The state least likely to be scammed,
Nasty,
which is shocking to me, Mississippi. Mississippi
Because
is the
nobody
least.
They don't have
bothers.
phones.
Nobody bothers. Nobody bothers.
They get a letter. Mail.
I better fill this out.
Yeah, they don't know what a link is. Like return postage, okay.
Poor Mississippi, man. It all runs downhill, right? Like the north, it starts in the Northeast. They're like the elitist or whatever. They make fun of the South. Also the Midwest. The Midwest makes fun of the South. And then the South, individual like Georgia makes fun of Alabama.
Right.
Alabama makes fun of Mississippi, and Mississippi only has like Mexico. They can make fun. They actually leave the country, but all the insults run downhill into Mississippi. The very end.
And I've seen some mountain people in Pennsylvania that are far scarier than anybody you'd meet down here.
The rednecks in Indiana are unbelievable. Like, the idea of like the redneck phenomenon is a southern. I mean, I guess it is, but there are redneck adjacents
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Oh,
I worked at a convenience store.
Hey, you all right there?
Yeah, but once a year, these people come down out of the mountains, and it was 70 in the spring. They're wearing snowmobile suits. They got a can of pennies with like gunk on them. They dump them out, and their fingernails were thicker than a deer hide.
And like real rounded.
Oh, they're jagged and dirty, and their teeth are dark brown.
There were people in my extended family when I was growing up. They weren't people I saw all the time, but there would be a moment like I have memories.
In New York?
Yeah, I have memories. Well, Ohio and New York.
Yeah.
But I have memories of like being at cousins' houses once, you know, and just like chaos. Just like, you know, if they washed the clothes, they never went back into it. Like they're all over everywhere. They're all over the couches. They're all like one of those houses that's like everything is just turned upside down all the time.
Or for some reason wet.
And then they push us, like they push the kids, hey, go play with their kids.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, we got a game. I'm going to punch you in the head. And then it's like, what? Huh?
What game is this?
Ain't that fun?
Just like,
you're losing.
And then what's funny is like 20 years later, like you run into that same person and they're like an accountant now or something. It's like, so I'm maybe not quite that bad. And then when I lived down in Louisiana, I knew some people. I knew some people who were just this close to being the type of people that have to be removed from their couch.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like they're actually they've fused with their couch. Like I have people in my extended family that aren't quite there, but certainly do respond to this music. Some of the bravest children I've ever met are going to become radio stars later this month.
The 25th annual WSB Radio Carathon is right around the corner.
Won't you please help?
Join us once again for 2 days of magic, July 23rd and 24th.
You can make miracles happen.
Donate today at WSBRadio.com/carathon.
Kids Hospital, we love you.
Dave Baker here for Ben Hill Renovations. I know what's important to you when you're looking for a new deck. You want the work done with quality workmanship, on time, within your budget, and built correctly. Getting a new deck from Ben Hill Renovations checks all the boxes. And when it comes to new decks, pretty much anything you can imagine, Ben Hill can do. And they're all backed by the Ben Hill Workmanship Warranty. Swing by the new Ben Hill Renovations showroom in Douglasville and talk to one of their designers. Or see them on the web at bhrenovations.com. Ben Hill Renovations, creating raving fans since 1964.
Georgia Power is here for you with programs, tools, and incentives that lower your bill. But we also have a few ways you can save right now. Unplug devices like TVs when they're not being used, or use a power strip you can switch off. Make sure you're only using the lights you need. Change out your HVAC filter and make sure your vents are clear. Set your thermostat at 78 for max efficiency. But every degree closer helps, because everything we save on energy can be better spent being there for the people we care about. Visit GeorgiaPower.com for more energy-saving tips.
Attention Georgia homeowners, I have a question. If new windows are supposed to save you money on your energy bills, why should you have to wait to start saving? Hey, it's Ray, founder of Window Comfort, and during America's 250th anniversary celebration, we're doing something we've never done before. If you replace all the windows in your home and show us your current power bill, we're going to write you a check for 3 months of your electricity. That's right. We're going to start saving you money before we ever install the windows. And it gets better. Right now, we're doing buy 2 windows, get 2 free. Buy 4, get 4 free. Buy 5, get 5 free. Plus, we're going to add free installation for a short period of time. You have nothing to lose and everything to save. So go to windowcomfort.com and get your free, no-pressure estimate today.
Better prices, better views. Window Comfort, meant just for you. Window Comfort.
Cancer. One small cell can change everything. Beating it takes something big. Northside Hospital Cancer Institute is built for it. Built for breakthroughs, pioneering clinical research, treatment, and surgical innovation, with the most cancer centers and board-certified oncologists in Georgia. We're built around you, with personalized care from screening through survival. Northside Hospital Cancer Institute, built to beat cancer.
Your garage door struggles. Your windows are drafty. Your front door's outdated. We feel your pain. Every opening of your home is ready to be upgraded. Hi, I'm Dan Watkins, owner of All Four Seasons Garage, Entry Doors, and Windows. Updating every opening of your home will improve your curb appeal and lower your energy bills. With flexible financing and payment options, you can start saving right now. When trust matters, trust us. All the number 4 seasonsgarages.com.
Well, it's official. My friends have all switched to Pure Talk because I told them they could save a bunch of money on a super reliable high-speed network with unlimited data. And because they're my friends, they trust me. As for the rest of you, well, Pure Talk understands that even though you might like me, you're not just going to take my word for it, nor should you. For that reason, and for a very limited time, Pure Talk is offering any of their plans for just $15 a month for the first 3 months, including their top-tier unlimited plan that normally sells for $65 a month. Think of it like a test drive, a super simple way to save $150 while you kick the tires on Pure Talk's blazing fast network, and a fine way to see for yourself why I switched from big wireless, along with a few 100,000 of my closest friends. Dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe, and be connected to Pure Talk's friendly U.S. customer service team. Again, dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe, and let the savings begin.
So we know that Trump is going to talk about some sort of election stuff tonight. But we don't know exactly. Yesterday, there was some word that he was actually going to go by name our 2 senators and say they're not legitimate. Now it seems like he's going to point to other places that are affecting. And basically, the whole idea is to say that 2020 was not real and whatever. Now, nobody really knows what he's going to say, except we have the technology. We have our time-traveling news machine that has gone into the future, and we have a clip.
At the behest of Hillary Clinton, Joe Biden, and Barack Obama, aliens from the planet Zoltan traveled from the Andromeda Galaxy to implant digital vote flippers on our voting machines. I am declaring war on the progressive wackos of the Andromeda Galaxy and will accept only unconditional surrender. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
Well, he said he was going to make news. That's what they're saying, is he's going to make news.
That's quite some news.
That's some news. That's some news. Vote flippers.
Vote flippers from Andromeda. Terrible. Took them a long time to get here.
Is it Zortron or
Zoltan?
Zoltan. I'm sorry. Yeah,
Zoltan.
they're wacky.
Terrible people.
Wacky,
terrible
progressive.
people. What a horrible planet. They don't even have gold there.
No, they don't. And we should run it, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, I mean, they don't have gold. What's the use?
I guess you're right there.
I mean, it's a long way to go for nothing.
Well, that's something that we have to do something about, obviously. If aliens from other galaxies are monkeying around with our elections.
Like
here's one American right here who says, no pasaran.
I was listening to your show yesterday, and like you said, they're hard to detect because they come in from above.
Yeah. Well, that's what people don't realize about our the solar system.
They landed in the North Pole.
Yeah.
And that's where they got, well, actually, it was the South Pole. That's why no one's allowed to go there. Because Barack Obama owns Antarctica.
Okay.
With the Pope.
Is this going to
be?
be?
And they met there, and
Are you giving us more of what you're going to say tonight?
I'm just telling it like it is, okay? They met Chairman Xi with the Zoltan people.
Yeah. So this is
In fact, that's where Obama's from.
Zoltan?
He's from Zoltan.
Really?
You're telling me he was born on Zoltan.
He was born on Zoltan,
I saw the
raised.
birth certificate.
Yeah, they don't have him. That's how. I mean, he's illegitimate.
He's not from Earth, is what you're saying.
Thank you for your attention to this matter. Your favorite president, Donald J. Trump.
All right, so there you go. That's it. We have a little clip for you. I guess suppose he's going to blame it on China. I don't know.
That's what the rumors say.
Well, that's
Hillary says it's Russia. From the one
I'd
before.
say it's Russia.
And then now it's going to be China.
Well, now we're both wrong because it's the Zoltanis.
Okay, let me just say this. I won't be watching. Thank you very much. Thank you for your attention to this matter. I won't be watching.
Well,
I'll wake
hear
up tomorrow.
about it eventually.
I'll hear about it tomorrow, and I'll assess it then. But I'm not going to waste my time.
Yeah, watch the clips.
Yeah,
Just
don't waste my time.
By the way,
by the way, to fill up my Kia Soul cost $42 today. That's now. Listen, I'm not
helping the economy.
I can.
Usually it's like 12 gallons, right?
I don't even think it's that much. I don't know how many gallons.
Probably
it's like
15.
12.
Yeah, probably 15.
12.
for
I think it's like you saying, like 11.6 or something like that.
Yeah, it's something like that.
So that's just an incredible. And listen, I am in a position where I can do that and still eat dinner. So I'm not complaining for myself necessarily. I'm just saying, as president of the United States, maybe things like that ought to be what you're. But who the hell am I? I never ran for president, right?
Yeah.
What do I know?
What do you know?
Maybe
Nothing.
I'd be worse.
You could be living on the asshole planet of Zoltan.
Yeah, is that what you want?
Is that what you like? Go
You
live
said
there.
S, right?
I
S,
did. I
S.
just
Okay.
S.
Okay. Want to get that out there to everybody. You said S. S.
By the way, I have the exact amount of gallons in a Kia Soul. What was your guess?
It was $42.
Okay.
Today, and it wasn't completely on empty, so it was $42 about to do 3/4 of the tank.
Okay. And how many gallons do you think are in that Kia Soul?
I think it's like 11.6.
Okay.
It takes about. I know when I fill up mine, it hardly ever goes above 12.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think Jared would be bringing this up if it wasn't.
If he
to
didn't
prove
know.
he was right. So I'm gonna go
Final
15.
answer, guys. 14.3 gallons.
Oh, wow.
14.3.
Get all the nighttime dust at the end,
But I was on only a quarter
Exactly.
tank, so I'm still dealing in the
Right.
10 to 11 gallons.
What people don't tell you is that you actually, even if your little mile thing says 0 on there, you can go a little bit further.
Oh, yeah, we know that. We know that. I have a little light that comes on. But, okay,
Yeah, me
that's fine. But it's not really a good idea to
No.
play around in that little area, depending on where you are.
How many extra miles
I
can
hate
you
when
get
I'm
out
in
of
the
this?
city. Seems like sometimes there's just no gas station anywhere. There's
Sometimes
more
there really
buildings. It's just it's amazing.
It's amazing.
Well, it is amazing.
Yeah, the one right over here is the gas is $4.90.
Yeah, it is. Very affordable.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, A-rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $3 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-896-8155. 800-896-8155. 800-896-8155.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Most families get their financial advice in pieces. A financial advisor here, a CPA there, an estate attorney somewhere else. Everyone means well, but nobody's talking to each other, and those gaps can work against you. Trajan Wealth's family office brings wealth management, tax strategy, and estate planning together, not as separate conversations, but as one coordinated system built around your life, your goals, and the people who matter most. Ours is a true family office, not one that refers you out because it's convenient. This kind of dedicated collaboration used to require a 7-figure net worth, but here's the game changer. Trajan kicked that door open. Trajan advisors are fiduciaries, always obligated, always honored to act in your best interest. Unlock your Trajan family office at TrajanWealth.com or call 1-855-TRAJAN-1. That's 1-855-TRAJAN-1.
Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Other services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax.
Hey, Georgia, we've got some good news. At Georgia Power, we're lowering rates to help you save. That's right. We're delivering the reliable, dependable energy you count on every day at a lower cost. Because reliability isn't just about keeping you connected. It's about helping you where it matters most, providing the power you expect and the savings you deserve. Day in and day out. Now how about that for some good news? Learn more at georgiapower.com/good news.
Linda Beaver here. Buying a pre-owned vehicle is a big decision. It should feel exciting, not overwhelming. That's why at Beaver Toyota and Beaver Mazda, only the best vehicles earn a place on our front line. Each one is carefully selected and inspected. Quality isn't negotiable. One property, 2 trusted brands, over 700 pre-owned vehicles. From a $5,000 starter car to your dream car. We have options for every budget. Beaver Toyota and Beaver Mazda, the safest place to make a big decision.
At Shane Company, we've been engagement ring experts for almost 100 years. We have the largest selection of diamonds and gemstones in stock. You don't have to wait to compare them side by side. Find the one that speaks to you at shaneco.com or in store. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 4 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by Hoffman Financial Group. Our top story, Georgia Senator John Ossoff comes out swinging before President Trump's primetime speech on elections.
The world's most famous sore loser will deliver a primetime presidential sour grapes address.
White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt says the speech will focus on election integrity.
I think all Republicans and Democrats should recognize this should be a nonpartisan issue. If we don't have safe and secure elections in our country, we cannot have a country.
It's not clear what allegations the president will make in the speech or if he'll mention Georgia elections. We will carry the president's speech live tonight, and then after we'll have local reaction and commentary. It starts at 9 o'clock on 95.5 WSB and the WSB radio app. President Trump will visit Metro Atlanta next week. The White House says Trump will be at Wheeler High School on Wednesday. He'll focus on the new Trump Accounts investment program for children he announced earlier this month. It is 90 degrees in Atlanta. When does the heat index get close to 100? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. A summer camp in the city of South Fulton draws young women into a career of firefighting.
Save me! In red T-shirts and turnout pants, teen girls get hands-on experience with everything from CPR to obstacle courses. Turn back around. For adrenaline and service-loving City of South Fulton Fire Rescue Sergeant Sabria Dowse, the most valuable parts of Embers Camp are
the sisterhood that they build, the skills that they learn, and them pushing themselves to their limits.
Former Embers camper, current fire recruit Atlee Robinson tells me women bring something extra to firefighting.
It's not all about how much you can carry or how fast you can move. They may not need you to carry them out of a fire. They may need somebody to talk to in that moment and be more emotional.
In South Fulton, Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
Georgia is a great place to be if you're looking for work. New numbers show the state has hit an all-time high for jobs.
The Georgia Department of Labor says June marks the 6th month in a row for record high employment at nearly 5.3 million, and the state labor force closing in on 5.5 million. Meanwhile, the state's unemployment rate holds steady at 3.4%. That's 0.8% below the national rate. Bottom line, says Labor Commissioner Barbara Rivera Holmes, Georgia remains a place where opportunity has a clear path forward. The sector with the most over-the-month job gains, private educational services. Cheryl Castro, 95.5 WSB.
Gwinnett County Police are looking for multiple suspects after an attempted carjacking at the Longwood Vista apartment complex. Officer Brock Mark says residents should keep their head on a swivel.
Trying to make sure that the general public knows that, this time of year, particularly in the summertime, there are more active, incidents such as this.
Investigators believe the victim might have been the target. He is in the hospital now in stable condition. Police have not yet identified the suspects. DeKalb County is among 20 school districts across the nation facing a new federal civil rights investigation.
The investigation centers around how DeKalb handles reports of sexual misconduct involving teachers and other staff members. That will specifically look into whether DeKalb has proper policies and procedures in place to handle allegations of sexual harassment and sexual assault between staff and students. Interim Superintendent of DeKalb Schools, Norman Sauce, responds in a statement saying the district has been notified of that investigation. He also says a letter from the Education Department clarifies the probe does not mean there's evidence of wrongdoing in the district. Austin Eller, 95.5 WSB.
A grandmother is now facing charges after her grandson drowned in Roswell last month. 2-year-old Axel Delgado was found in a clubhouse pool on Harbor Landing. The boy's grandmother, Emelisa Paz Santos, is charged with involuntary manslaughter and second-degree cruelty to children. Roswell police say the investigation finds the drowning occurred at a family gathering at the pool and the grandmother failed to adequately protect the child. Big money is coming for Atlanta's True Colors Theater.
True Colors has received $500,000
from the Andrew Mellon Foundation.
Artistic director Jamil Jude says it's the second grant since 2024. He says it validates the work the theater does, providing the tradition of black storytelling. It is now 4:04, and the Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, it's live team coverage of traffic and weather in the 24-hour traffic center. Here is Alex Williams.
Hey, Bill, got several trouble spots I'm watching on 285 right now. First one, north side perimeter. They're holding multiple right lanes. 285 westbound, the outer loop in Sandy Springs before Riverside Drive, exit 24. Trying to get a crash out of the center lane, just slow back into Dunwoody. Over in Tucker, been dealing with a right lane crash. 285 northbound, the outer loop just north of Highway 29. Lawrenceville Highway, right lane crash downtown, 20 eastbound right before the downtown connector, and a gas main break shutting down all lanes of Moreland Avenue between Hardy Street and Hosea L. Williams. Think about using Boulevard as an alternate there. Watching the slow ride through downtown, it's Isabella Rodriguez.
Your ride is slowing into Midtown. You'll start tapping the brakes on 75 southbound and Northside Drive, and on 85 southbound where it merges with Georgia 400. The delays continue through Midtown, and if you're heading north into the city from South Atlanta, expect some heavy slowdowns beginning at University Avenue. Stay with you as you approach I-20. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trustdale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Partly cloudy, hot and humid today with a high of 89. A few pop-up storms later on this afternoon. Lows tonight in the mid-70s. Tomorrow, a mix of sun and clouds, high 90 with scattered pop-up storms through the afternoon hours. Saturday, partly cloudy, high 91. Heat index values closer to 100.
Scattered rain showers now on Storm Tracker radar. Some heavy rain in Paulding County. Also some rain in Rockdale and Newton counties at this hour. It's 85 in Ackworth, 91 in Riverdale, 91 in Snellville. More news at 4:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
That's right. Hour 2 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. Have we heard from Mitch McConnell lately? Here's the thing about Mitch McConnell. They put out that photo of him in the hospital bed with his wife and that paper. Like, they still think it's like 1958. So there was that day's newspaper was in the photo. But he didn't speak. And so we don't. So that's why we bring you this Mitch McConnell update.
Well, thank you for having me here.
It's nice to have you. How you feeling?
I feel great.
I
feel better than I have ever felt in my entire life.
You sound it.
I went water skiing yesterday.
Wow. Are you AI?
And after that, I ran a half marathon.
Well, that's good. I guess we got nothing to worry about.
He's in great
shape. Seem to be doing just fine.
I'm doing better than farting Chuck Schumer.
He's got a good sense of humor going there.
I'm just kidding. I love him. We're all friends.
That's right.
It's all kayfabe like WWE.
So, what are you going to be in the hospital for another 6, 7, 8 months or something? Or
well, until they... Well, I probably shouldn't say that, or Tim will get in trouble.
Okay, you don't want to do that.
I think I'll be here for a couple more days, and then I'll be right back there in the Senate.
Okay, Mitch McConnell.
Am I still the majority leader?
No, you're not. You haven't been for a while.
Oh,
no,
it's that John Thune who won't get off his butt and pass the SAVE Act.
Are you in favor of the SAVE Act?
MAGA.
What happened to that hospital? Now we know why he's been in that hospital.
Donald Trump is the best president this country's ever had, and I don't know why I ever disagreed with it.
Well, that hospital visit's had quite an effect on you.
Please pay for premium for more responses.
I think we have enough for now. We're going to go with the free sample.
Please pay for premium for more responses.
Yeah.
If you upgrade, you can get a blue check mark.
How about like a cameo from, can I get a cameo?
Well, you'd like a cameo? Happy birthday to your... This birthday message is for you from Eric Von Hessler and me, Mitch McConnell, who is in great shape.
Who got in trouble for the cameo? Bryce Harper.
Yeah, Bryce Harper did.
All right, this is where gambling is like getting into the game deep. So he did a cameo, but the cameo was requested by what they call like a gambling host. They have these like in casinos, but they have them on the this was FanDuel, I believe. And so if you've got a lot of money and you've spent a lot of money and suddenly you get reasonable and think, I don't want to lose everything, then they know you have a lot of money, and your fan host comes along and goes, how about a couple tickets to the Super Bowl? This actually happens. So one of the things that for this one guy who was getting in way over his head and he wasn't gambling enough, so they through Cameo, the thing that Bryce Harper read said, hey, your gambling host or whatever they call them, Brittany, told me that she wanted you to have a great Thanksgiving. So I just wanted to call you. I just want to let you know. So it was actually Brittany, who worked for FanDuel, that requested the Cameo. The guy who got the Cameo is now suing everybody in sight because he lost everything, and he claims that it was predatory. They knew that he was losing money, and they kept on him. Now, whether or not I don't have that, will have to go through court and find out exactly how much stuff they did. But it is a known fact that if you start to get reasonable and responsible, and you've spent a lot of money and lost a lot of money in the past, they will get people on you to get you gifts and things like that to get you back in. This guy ended up losing his family, his house. I've been warning of this for a couple of years now, saying this is coming down the line. Now, Bryce Harper is saying, I had no idea that it was FanDuel, and I had no idea they would use it that way. But the first line is it's not called a gambling host, but whatever they call it. Somebody find the actual verbiage to the Bryce Harper Cameo. He says right there, from FanDuel, said that she wanted me to give you, it's right there. The man's multi-millionaire. I think he's got to plead ignorance and that he was dumb and he didn't see it.
What I think Harper has, where his case is going to be, is that he has no sponsorship or professional relationship with FanDuel at all. He went through just Cameo.
I know
altogether.
that, but he says in his thing, Brittany, your whatever.
Yeah, they just call her a host.
A host, gambling host.
Just says your host, Brittany, from
Yeah.
FanDuel.
So if you spend a lot of money on FanDuel, and I imagine the same thing's true at DraftKings, then you get a person that then gives you gifts. This guy got Super Bowl tickets twice, I think, over this time.
He probably bet and lost.
Yeah. It's just, you have to lose for them to make money.
He's put over.
Are you 17 or 18 or 19 years old right now? Do you understand something? You have to lose in order for them to make money and be able to make the commercials that convince you that you should spend more money. Are you 22 right now? Stop being an idiot. The whole thing is based on you losing. You're not going to win. Now, if you're not an addictive personality and you just like to throw money away every once in a while, I suppose that's fine. But the problem is that the addicted people have that phone right there in their hand. If it's in this guest, your host is just like if you go to Vegas. If you're losing a bunch of money, then they give you all kinds of perks, right? It's like it's the same thing because they want you to keep on losing your money.
He's wagered, this guy, Terry Thompson is his name, FanDuel VIP bettor, wagered over $18.5 million on this platform.
He's lost everything.
Now, it says he's lost around 1.5 to 2 million of that. It's still significant.
Right. So, but here's the thing. But I think he has lost his family, or it's been deep. Now, the thing is, I don't know. I'd have to sit in that jury box, and I'd have to listen to everything. I don't know. Yes, they're being predatory, but if you have that much money, you should be smarter than that.
Right.
But now he's going to come in with experts who say that this is an actual disease. You know it's a disease, and then you were predatory upon me, knowing that I was deep within this disease. So we'll have to see how that comes out. But on the terms of Bryce Harper, sports leagues are getting too close to gambling books. It's so obvious. And there's going to be some kind of huge scandal. We've already had them. They ended up being big deals.
The NBA one. Remember
The
when
NBA
the
one.
coach and a couple players were involved in that one, former coaches
We had
as
a
well?
couple of players who, are subs that, hey, he'll score 4 or more, and it's like, yeah, I'm actually going to score 3 and then pretend that I'm hurt. A couple of people got in trouble for that.
College basketball has been a big one for that because there's a lot of gambling in college basketball.
Oh,
more
look
than
at
you
him.
think.
And what about the guy who can't get in?
Boxing, right?
Huh? No, I'm saying it's never been in your hand
Yeah, I
everywhere
know.
you go. I mean, people have bet on everything forever, but you had to go find a bookie. You had to, you had to go to Las Vegas or you had to go to Atlantic City. a bookie was dangerous, you better pay back or you're going to learn a lesson because you're not going to be able to use one of your hands for a while.
Can I tell you something? I stopped at gas stations in Pennsylvania off of Route 15. Used to be porn stores everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Every gas station has a little room with slot machines in it and a little ATM that you can get money out of and play in the slots. And if you win, it'll give you the cash.
It's odd for me because I have this libertarian spirit that says that people ought to be able to make their own decisions. And it's a very strong thing inside of me. But that doesn't mean no regulation. And regulation has to spotlight, figure out predatory behavior. That's what we're talking about here. We're talking about predatory behavior. When you know that this is a sick person who has lost far too much money and all of a sudden they stop gambling like they're doing the right thing, and through their behavior, at this point, with all the digitized everything and the algorithms, you know who's addicted. Like, you can see it. I guarantee you there's benchmarks that say this is a person who is in the throes of gambling addiction. And then all of a sudden they stop. And what the proper thing to do is say, we've made plenty of money off this person. Apparently they're getting their life together. Well, that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen in the kind of economy that we have right now. No, go get every last red cent out of this person's pocket. And that's where the regulation, I think, has to come in. There has to be a way to identify predatory behavior and then regulate and find that. I'm not willing to give up all of my libertarian senses and say that people shouldn't be allowed to waste their money on things. They should. But we know that with the algorithms, they know them. It's like I've said before. If you talk to your Chat GPT or Claude for 1 or 2 times, it already knows your education level. Simply with the way that you're expressing yourself, your grammar, all this kind of so these algorithms know who you are. By knowing your education level, I can target ads to you. I can do all kinds of things. So if they know that, certainly they know on these platforms, there's this metric that gets hit where it's going, okay, this is an addicted gambler. Mm-hmm. And then if that addicted gambler suddenly stops spending money with you, maybe you should just move on to somebody else and assume maybe they're getting their life together. But that's not what they assume. What if they just went over to DraftKings? It's predatory behavior in this economy that we have to figure out how to regulate. Let's say hello to Alex Williams. Alex says there's a crash on 285 in Sandy Springs.
Hey, good afternoon, Eric, and to the Dr. Nares as well. Yeah, this crash was blocking most of the right side of the interstate here, 285 westbound, the outer loop before Riverside Drive, exit 24. They got it to the right shoulder. Fire department still hanging out in the right lane, so that's put extra pressure on that ride back to Ashford-Dunwoody Road. And a crash in Tucker just cleared out of the right lane, 285 northbound, the outer loop past Lawrenceville Highway. Still some delays back into Clarkston, and that southbound ride on the inner loop into Cab, 285 south, getting slower, leaving I-85. We got a few trouble spots we're watching along I-20, Isabella Rodriguez.
If you're heading into the city, watch for a crash on I-20 eastbound right at that merge with 75-85. That right lane is blocked, causing delays as you make your way into the city. And there's more trouble farther east on MLK Jr. Drive, where a center left lane is also blocked on I-20 eastbound. This report is sponsored by Whole's Food Market. Shop juicy savings at Whole's Food Market. Save on 80-ounce organic blueberries for $5.99 each with Prime through July 28th. While supplies last, shop in store or online. Terms apply. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trustdale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
All this week at 10:12 a.m., make sure you are listening to The Mark Aram Show for your chance to win a $150 gas gift card, a $150 grocery store gift card, and a free HVAC checkup for my friends at Reliable Heating and Air. Budget's tight everywhere. Think of this as a little less pressure on your budget. Fuel for the road, food for the fridge, and comfort at home for the summer. Tune to The Mark Aram Show tomorrow at 10:12 a.m. for your chance to win. Get details at WSBRadio.com.
Mike Rowe here with a random fact. More than half of the homes that have basements in North America will experience water damage. It's true. Whether it's basement moisture, flooding, or bowing walls, do yourself a favor. Call AquaGuard, a groundworks company. They're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to waterproof your basement and stabilize your walls.
Schedule a free inspection with AquaGuard, the proud partner of the Atlanta Braves. Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for detail.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
5-star service isn't a goal. It's our standard at Jape Services.
Hi, I'm Daniel Jape, owner of Jape Services. There's a reason we've earned a 5.0 rating on Google, and we work hard every day to maintain that standard. As a family-owned company, we believe in taking care of our customers just like family. That means honest recommendations, expert workmanship, and technicians who respect your time and your home. From heating and cooling repairs to full system replacement, call Jape Services for 5-star service. JapeServices.com.
Men, if ED or PE is affecting your performance in the bedroom, you don't have to live with it. Priority Men's Medical Center restores men's performance in the bedroom in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Even when Viagra and Cialis have failed, men are now lasting longer than ever. Right now, your consultation and first treatment are free. Call Priority Men's Medical Center now at 404-885-8885 or PriorityMen'sMedical.com.
Summer's a time to feel and look your best, but I'm not talking about your abs or your tan. Hey guys, it's Mark Aram here. I'm talking about your hair. Restore that bald spot, reverse your receding hairline, or add volume to thinning during Advanced Hair's once yearly summer savings event. Advanced Hair's simple one-day treatment begins to regrow your own natural hair the very next day, and they guarantee your new hair will grow. There's absolutely no one in hair restoration I trust more than Advanced Hair. Take advantage of your flexible summer calendar and get the most hair for your dollar. Advanced Hair summer sales event on for a limited time, so get the details and schedule your free consultation today. 470-660-HAIR. One-day treatment, life-changing results. With Advanced Hair, your new hair is guaranteed to grow. Check out the incredible before and afters and take advantage of their best offer ever. That's 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com. 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
Linda Beaver here. Buying a pre-owned vehicle is a big decision. It should feel exciting, not overwhelming. That's why at Beaver Toyota and Beaver Mazda, only the best vehicles earn a place on our front line. Each one is carefully selected and inspected. Quality isn't negotiable. One property, 2 trusted brands, over 700 pre-owned vehicles. From a $5,000 starter car to your dream car. We have options for every budget. Beaver Toyota and Beaver Mazda, the safest place to make a big decision.
The idea of new floors sounds exciting until you think about the mess, the moving, and your home being turned upside down. Don't worry about it. Peach State Hardwood takes all the stress and mess out of the process. With clear upfront pricing, delivery and installation by their in-house team, even moving and protecting your furniture. And when it's all done, your home is left spotless. No stress, no surprises, just a home that feels brand new. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at peachstatehardwood.com. Peach State Hardwood. Hardwood without the hassle.
If you're thinking about selling your home this summer, there's no better time than now. With Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer, you can skip the market uncertainty and sell your home hassle-free and for top dollar. Hi, this is Mark Spain. The guaranteed offer is the simplest way to sell your home. With our guaranteed offer, you're always in control. You can eliminate all the hassle, sell your home for top dollar, and move when you're ready. There are no showings, no open houses, and no stress. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Sorry about that, Shelley. Collateral damage. When did we just check this out? So what is SpaceX trading at right now?
It's at 131 right now.
Didn't it open at 135?
Below the IPO.
Yep.
And my understanding, I'm no expert, is that there are institutional investors who the gates are going to open sometime soon. I don't know, the next couple.
They're going to dump.
And they are going to dump. If this has already happened and with the public, it's trading below where it started.
It opened at 134.91, guys, just to be accurate.
Okay. So there you go. Not exactly 135.
I did read headlines that the shorters are coming.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And the reason, and then it's just like, I just have to laugh. That's the only thing I can do anymore is just laugh. Why people, we're going to grow crops on Mars. No, we're not. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to build data centers in space. Really? Are you going to do that? So before you say you're going to build data centers in space, surely all of that technology is understood and you know that it will work and you have an exact plan and that'll start, a couple of weeks from now? You'll start doing
Oh, yes.
That was the biggest fever dream, weird. Now, some people made money, and maybe a lot of people got into it knowing what was going to happen. And that they could, I guess even like if I had thought about it, given what I thought was going to happen, maybe I should have bought.
You do the pump and dump, right?
Yeah, maybe because I think the public could get out immediately, right? You didn't have to hold it for all that long. You could trade it the next day if you wanted to, right?
Since the IPO, yeah.
Yeah, so I could have bought it on day one, let it go up for 2 days like it was going to,
exactly.
and then just sell because you know what's going to happen because they were selling air. I mean, outside of Starlink. I have a question about Starlink. So this is you put a satellite on your house like the old Dish Network days or DirecTV, and you get internet from a satellite.
A couple of different ways. My friends actually have a Starlink, and there's one that's kind of like a box that you just bring around with you. So like when we've gone to like camping music festivals,
right?
And
But
stuff,
they still have this. It still has to come from the sky, right?
You just open the box,
Right.
and then it gets the signal from the satellite.
As long as you don't have trees around you
Yeah.
and stuff,
Yeah,
right?
you said a cleared out area.
So when I had DirecTV, there was some great things about it at the time. You could get channels that you couldn't normally get and things like that. But one problem, even though for the most part, until they just became a ridiculous operation, in the beginning for many years, I was a happy customer of DirecTV. But even when I was happy, if there was really bad weather, my TV service would go out. Is that true about the internet with Starlink? If there's really bad weather, does your
It says it relies on high frequency radio and it is susceptible to atmospheric moisture known as rain fade.
See, it's one thing. You see, it's one thing to not be able to watch TV for a couple hours, but in the world that we live in, to suddenly not have internet because there's a bad storm, I don't know if that's worth it. Alex Williams says there's a car fire on 985 North in Buford.
That's right, Eric. We got it on the jam cam. Our traffic troopers first to tell us about it. 985 northbound, just north of Highway 20, Buford Drive, exit 4. You are single file trying to get by in that left lane, and that is quickly stacking up the ride back toward I-85. You can use Buford Highway, Highway 13. That is a good alternate to get you around that. Now, before that, 85 northbound, watching the brake lights fill in out of DeKalb in Gwinnett County. That starts right around Chamblee-Tucker Road, and you'll stay on and off the brakes up to Steve Reynolds Boulevard. What's it looking like this afternoon on Georgia 400, Isabella Rodriguez?
If you're leaving Sandy Springs, Georgia 400 northbound is moving slowly out from 285. The traffic starts to improve past Northridge Road with just a little extra volume further north near McFarland Parkway incoming. This report is brought to you by Traffic Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trustdale.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Every day, builders like you work hard to build the homes and businesses our communities depend on. Even in tough conditions with serious risks, you show up to get the job done right. So rely on the workers' compensation experts at Builders Insurance, ready to show up for you when it matters most. Builders protects the hardworking people behind every job site because we're built for those who build. Builders, insurance built strong. Learn more at bldrs.com.
All right, inflation fears are back as the Treasury yields now hit their highest levels in nearly 20 years. What does that mean for your money? What does that mean for your retirement savings? What does that mean for your quality of life in retirement? You know, Reagan famously said, inflation is as violent as a mugger, as frightening as an armed robber, as deadly as a hitman. Now, I always listen to Ronald Reagan. You should too. Learn how you can help protect your savings and hedge your money against inflation. Reach out to my great partners, and I'm a customer, over at the top-rated gold and silver company, Goldco. They will rush you a free gold and silver guide. It's a great kit filled with critical information. And then you can also see if you qualify for an extra 10% in bonus gold or silver for getting started. I'm a customer like you. Goldco, great partner also of the show. Call them now, 855-815-GOLD, 855-815-GOLD. One more time, 855-815-GOLD.
So you've got an unused car just taking up space, costing you money for insurance?
Hey, it's Shelley Winter for Cars for Kids. You know, 1-877 Cars for Kids. I just can't help singing the jingle. It's stuck in my head, and it's stuck in yours too. So go ahead, donate that old car already. Cars for Kids will take any car, any condition, and make it easy and convenient. You'll even get a vacation voucher and tax deduction. Get started at carsforkids.com. That's cars with a K.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. And you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 4:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio, news sponsored by D. Geller & Son Jewelers. Our top story, the White House is defending the federal response to a nationwide outbreak of an explosive stomach bug. Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt is asked today if enough is being done to track down the source.
Are there federal officials on the ground in the hardest hit states right now doing any testing of production facilities or farms to try to figure out where this outbreak has started?
Sure. Well, what I can tell you, having been back at the White House for just a couple of short weeks, I've been in meetings on this very topic, and I can tell you the White House is closely monitoring the situation, has a handle on the situation. We're committed to providing the CDC and the FDA the resources that they need.
It appears lettuce or salad greens may be the potential source of the intestinal illnesses, but no specific type of produce grower or supplier has been identified yet as the source of the outbreak. It is 89 degrees in Atlanta. Isolated rain showers around through the afternoon. Right now, we see some heavy rain in Paulding County. Also, some rain showers in the Covington area at this hour. Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. Georgia Senator John Ossoff calls President Trump the world's most famous sore loser. His comment comes ahead of the president's primetime speech tonight on election integrity.
It is misconduct, presidential misconduct, to abuse the bully pulpit and to abuse intelligence authorities and declassification authorities, if indeed that's what he'll do tonight.
But the White House says this should not be a partisan issue. The president is expected to discuss protecting the integrity of American elections, and we will carry the president's speech live tonight. And then after, we will have local reaction and commentary. It starts at 9 o'clock on 95.5 WSB and the WSB radio app. A Carroll County teenager accused of killing her mother and stepfather will not have her murder trial delayed.
A Carroll County judge rules the murder trial will begin as scheduled August 3rd for 18-year-old Sarah Grace Patrick. She's been in custody since her arrest a year ago when Sheriff's Office investigators said Patrick shot her mother and stepfather, Kristen and James Brock, in bed that past February. The teen's new defense attorney asked Judge Dustin Hightower for more time, citing a slew of evidence and concern there was a rogue officer in the investigation. Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
Fulton County Sheriff Pat Labatt is asking for the public's feedback on whether the jail should stop taking in people accused of nonviolent misdemeanor crimes. Labatt says they've also reached out for input from other municipalities.
We have been very diligent and thoughtful about partnering with all of our justice partners to include putting out surveys, et cetera, for all of the police chiefs.
While it could help reduce overcrowding at the Rice Street facility, he says it is not a fix-all solution. A town hall will be held tonight. A meeting in Douglas County tonight will allow residents to sort out fact from fiction when it comes to data centers.
Passions ran hot at a meeting last week that resulted in commissioners voting down a planned data center. Tonight's event is hosted by Commissioner Henry Mitchell. He expects everyone to remain civil.
We're going to be adults. I do have what I call security and or the sheriff and all those guys will be in the room.
home. I don't anticipate that to even be a problem.
Mitchell will take questions from the public as an expert panel presents the facts pro and con about data centers. He says the key is to come with an open mind and a willingness to learn so everyone can make informed decisions to best serve the county's future. Mary Ryan Howarth, 95.5 WSB.
2 people are now in custody 24 hours after a shooting in Decatur. DeKalb County Police found a man shot on Blazing Pine Path Wednesday morning with a non-life-threatening injury. 57-year-old Victor Murray and 40-year-old Pierre Watson now face robbery and aggravated assault charges. If your hands hurt when you use your phone, Chuck Sievertson reports all that texting and scrolling could be stressing out your fingers.
Texting thumb can describe phone-related pains caused by tired-out tendons and achy joints, like stiffness, throbbing near the knuckle, and a clicking sensation when bending the thumb. If not treated, you could get carpal tunnel and arthritis.
And hand care experts say you should limit phone time, take short breaks, or use the voice-to-text feature. It is now 4:34 and time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple Team Traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Crash still working in Sandy Springsville. They're in the right lane, 285 westbound. The outer loop between Roswell Road and Riverside Drive delays back to Chamblee-Dunwoody Road. Once you get past that, pretty good over to I-75. Then that heavier stuff finds you on this 285 southbound commute from South Atlanta Road down to I-20. Better news, a little better news, I should say, in West Atlanta. They cleared that stall 20 eastbound. Martin Luther King Jr. Drive, exit 53, had to hold all lanes to do so, but they're back open. They should improve soon. What are we looking at through downtown Atlanta, Isabella Rodriguez?
We're looking at trouble in the downtown Atlanta area with a crash on 7585 northbound just before Freedom Parkway. That's exit 248, where a center lane is blocked. Your ride north into the downtown area is also pretty slow on 7585 northbound at University Avenue as you approach I-20, and also southbound on I-75 southbound at Northside Drive and at Georgia 400 with that merge with I-85. Those slowdowns continue into the Midtown area. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trustdale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards. Partly cloudy this evening with an isolated rain shower or thunderstorm drifting by. Staying humid for tonight, lows in the mid-70s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, highs in the low 90s, heat index values closer to 100. Scattered pop-up showers and thunderstorms through the afternoon.
Storm tracker radar showing some heavy rain right now in West Cobb and stretching into Paulding County. Also some heavy rain in Covington, heading out I-20. 90 in Duluth, 88 in Peachtree City, 84 in Decatur. More news at 5 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
It's just a matter of time. Clogged toilets, sinks, and sewer backups are common. It happened to me, and I call TE. Chris Chandler here. The drain team at TE Certified Electrical Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling cleared my drain fast and for just $73. Get same-day service from experienced specialists with stock vehicles to clear your clog fast for just $73.
TE Certified, we love your home.
Buying your next car is easy with the Jim Ellis Expressway.
Express yourself.
Hi, I'm Stacey Ellis, Vice President of Jim Ellis Automotive Group. These days, we're all short on time, so convenience really matters. And when it comes to buying a vehicle, you should be able to shop for a car the way that works best for you and your schedule. At Jim Ellis Automotive, we've made it easier than ever for you to shop, buy, and trade your way. We call it the Jim Ellis Expressway at jimellis.com.
Express yourself.
Buy the car you want, the way you want, with the Jim Ellis Expressway. Browse thousands of vehicles from our entire 22 dealership network, calculate your payment, get a value for your trade-in, and secure financing, all from the comfort of your home. You can even schedule an at-home test drive or home delivery. We believe the way you buy your vehicle should be just as personal as the vehicle itself. Start shopping now at jimellis.com.
Express yourself.
Jim Ellis Automotive, where you can always expect the best.
Don't let a DUI ruin your life. Hire the attorney that other attorneys hire. GeorgeStein.com.
Hi, I'm Tom Shane, third-generation owner at Shane Company. As a family jeweler for almost 100 years, we're known for doing right by our customers. Our legacy of integrity depends on it. We stand behind our engagement rings with our all-inclusive free lifetime warranty. We handpick the most beautiful diamonds, then negotiate for the best price. At Shane Company, we put you first because a friend always has your back. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
All right, well, I believe it is time to get caught up on all the music news.
Hi, this is Paul Stanley, and this is Paul Stanley's Music News on the Von Hessler Doctrine.
Oh my goodness, has Paul Stanley quit? Once again, in Paul Stanley's place, we have a guest host for our music news, Gene Simmons.
Hi, Eric.
Is Paul busy, or is he pouting, or is he...
No, he is not busy. He's not pouting. He's just enjoying a couple of days of me time, he has said.
And you love following the music news.
Oh, I follow it very closely.
Big fan of the Sabrina Carpenter, I'll bet.
She's very lovely.
Weird.
By the way, do you do a Sabrina Carpenter, Autumn? Or have you ever listened to her speak?
She doesn't really have something to really grab onto. She's really just pretty normal.
She's
kind of sounds
a
like
talented, attractive, quite...
This is weird.
Yeah, there she is.
That's not Taylor Swift.
That's
Sabrina.
No,
that's Sabrina? Oh,
Yeah.
all this time, every time you play that, I thought it was Taylor
This
Swift.
is Sabrina.
This is weird.
And here's Taylor.
It's too much.
I like them both. I think they're both fantastic.
I never really noticed that.
That's too much.
Did that one again at the end?
It's too much.
Well,
you like it, Gene?
I do. I love it when they need,
air
to take a breath.
That's right. That's right.
And they tap out.
All right, Gene, you're here to do the music news.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, there was supposed to have been a Legends of Rock Expo taking place in September at Westgate Las Vegas Resort and Casino, but I had to postpone.
How are you always
until May?
Why are you always the lead in the music news?
Well, because I'm on tour.
Yeah. Are you still on tour?
The Gene Simmons Band,
Yeah.
which was supposed to be there with Geezer Butler.
Yeah, from Black Sabbath.
And Stuart Copeland.
From
and
the Police.
Dave Davis.
From the Kinks.
Correct. Well, it's been postponed, so if you had tickets, I apologize.
Have any of your shows actually gone like the way they're supposed to? Like just you go out there, the crowd's there,
several.
you do an hour.
Lots of times.
Wasn't there something weird about the one? Remember we talked to Gene Simmons and the one that was down in
the one where you hit on me.
I did not hit on you.
The whole time, the interview, Eric hit on me.
I thought Eric was hitting on him. That's the vibe that I got, Gene, the entire time, was that Eric was definitely hitting on him.
Well, I didn't know. I didn't know. I thought maybe you would go. I thought you swung maybe both ways.
Well,
I didn't know.
my God, no. I don't. I only go one way.
It just seems like this is a tour where things are just kind of weird.
Well,
didn't something weird happen with that show? Did it get rained out or something?
I think it got rained out. Let me double check here. Let's see.
It certainly wasn't because tickets didn't sell.
Okay, so there was. It looked like it might rain.
It might rain.
It looked like it might rain, so we called it off.
Well, all right. Here's a young guy.
All right.
In the rock and roll biz.
Sure.
Mick Jagger says Mad Mogul Elon Musk lyric was actually a compliment.
A compliment?
Yeah. So
That's
he was
interesting.
complimenting the Elon guy.
So that's off the song. I'm really getting into this new Stones album.
It's great.
It is fantastic.
Wow.
Quite a miracle. I don't know how it happened.
Should have been my release radar. How about that?
Even that song did?
Not that one specifically.
Yes, it was. It was Mr. Charm, I'm pretty sure.
I think let me see. It was literally this morning when I was listening here. I got
Mr.
it right
Charm.
here.
Mr. Charm.
Mr. Charm. Yep.
Okay. So the lyrics are, when I was oh so young, I used to want to go to Mars and burn the rubber on the road and drive around in fancy cars. And who would you take into space? Who would you really trust? Is it Boeing? Is it NASA? Is it Mad Mogul Mr. Musk? I don't know. Now I'm older, I would like to ask you if tonight we could stay at home. You see, I'm really quite polite. So it's just kind of an offhand reference, I guess. Now, here's the thing.
Well, being topical.
Well, yeah, and Jagger, he's in these interviews that he's doing, he's kind of backing off from any politics on this album. There's really only 2 songs, and they're back-to-back. That one has the Musk reference, Mr. Charm, and I believe they're back-to-back. The next song, the one that's most kind of, I would say, critical of current-day America is Ringing Hollow. Great song, though. One of those country lilt Rolling Stones songs. And in that one, so he's backing off of all of these things. But it's kind of interesting because I was listening to it. So the idea behind this song is it's like he's treating America like a girl that he was infatuated with when he was young. and then he got together with that girl, and he just really loves that girl, and then somehow that girl went psycho on him. That's basically and he uses Liberty, Lady Liberty doesn't look so good when she's wearing a scowl kind of thing. But there's one part of it.
At least she's not wearing a hijab.
Jeez, wow. Okay.
Well, I mean, talk about your own country.
There's one line, and it was where he says, "What do you think about that? The clock's never going to turn back." That one always kind of stands out to me, like somebody from England saying, "That's it. You ruined it. It's over. This is never going to be healed," which I found kind of. Well, I don't think that. I think that we'll just get along and, we'll move on to other administrations, and along the years we'll get back to being friends again.
Hey, we made up after the War of 1812. We'll make up again.
There you go. That's what I'm thinking. By the way, that's it. That's the only politics on the album. It is just a great album. Hey, listen, the Rolling Stones have plenty of money, and they don't need me to tell you to listen to their album. I'm not even talking to young people. I'm talking to people my age who just go, there's no reason. There is a reason. If you ever loved this band,
buy it. It's great.
This album is in their great Rolling Stone album. Now, where it is, 8, 9, 12,
5.
I don't know. 5?
Mm-hmm.
You're putting it at 5?
5.
I'd put it probably in the 10 or somewhere in there.
Top 10?
I don't know. I have to go back and look at every album again and think about every album. But it's not one of those where it's like, hey, good for their age. It's not not a great Stones album based on late stage Stones. It's just a really good Stones album based on the entire catalog of albums.
You
of
should
Stones.
do like a long form podcast breaking down all the albums of the Stones.
Yes, and then where I put this one,
and then rank them, and then invite Gene Simmons on.
I don't want to do that unless you pay me.
I'm
doing
I was
a
trying to
favor.
help.
Well, I'll
Trying to get you a gig
Paul.
there, buddy.
I'll split you the AdSense. Whatever we get from the.
I need
up front.
Not up front, just you can pay me shortly thereafter.
My favorite song right now is Divine Intervention.
That's a great one.
Absolutely great.
Now, they don't need money, but let me tell you real quick, because I know you have a commercial.
Yeah.
Got to pay the bills.
You don't have any problem with that. I know that you're a capitalist.
No. But Iron Maiden must need money because they've sold a 50% stake in their music to Pop House, and they've also sold their mascot, Eddie.
Oh, the trademark for him or whatever?
No, the zombie guy with the teeth and skeleton.
Did they sell the actual outfit or the trademark of? I would imagine is
Well,
what
I
they.
think Bruce Dickinson looks like he needs some hair dye. Maybe he can't afford it.
Maybe he should get in touch with you. I
They
think
should, well,
you know a guy.
I do. They should tour with
extra
us.
shoe
Oh,
polish.
look at this. Pop House also brokered similar deals with ABBA and Kiss.
Yes, you guys have all sold your money.
That's all right.
Sold your money. Is
Interesting
that what I
is-
meant? Sold your money?
Soldier money.
Although sold your
Kiss
money,
Army
that would be a
needs
good Marvel character.
Yes,
Sold your money.
Oh, it would be.
Yeah.
Interesting that this is one of the first cases I've seen where
Here it comes. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Sold your money. Yes, sorry.
Usually they sell their entire catalog. So to sell 50%,
Yeah,
I wonder
that's-
which songs they chose.
Yeah. It's like, did they just throw in the deep tracks?
I don't know. I've already closed the tab.
Okay, that's the way it is.
Worried
Listen,
about the tab count.
your job. This is
Smart
what
man, Gene.
my producer always talks about.
No.
Just check your tab count. And now let's check in on the roads. Alex Williams says 85 North is slow on the south side.
Yeah, I've been looking for trouble, Eric, on the 85 and North ramp to I-285 East, and it is stacking up the ride back into Union City, seeing brake lights from Highway 138, exit number 64. Also, a few southbound delays between Union City and Fairburn, but not terrible. 75 southbound on the south side. That ride's bunched up through Hateville from Central Avenue as you head down into Forest Park. 675 southbound, tapping the brakes as well as you make that commute through Ellenwood. Checking the ride northeast of town with the help of Isabella Rodriguez.
If you're on 85 northbound into Norcross, you're going to run into some slowdowns on 85 northbound as you make your way out from 285, extending all the way towards Pleasant Hill Road. The conditions improve past there, and we're also seeing progress in Buford with that earlier vehicle fire being cleared on 985 northbound at Buford Drive. All lanes are back open. However, we're still seeing some trouble in Norcross with flashing red traffic lights at Indian Trail Road at Steve Reynolds Boulevard. Treat this as a four-way stop. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trustdale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
The WSB Radio Carathon is right around the corner.
And we want to thank our friends over at Jim Ellis Automotive, Cool Ray, Finley Roofing, and Sudlow Concrete.
Thank you very much. for their contribution and continued support for the kids at the Affleck Cancer and Blood Disorders Center at Children's.
Thank you for all your support.
You can donate right now at WSBradio.com/Carathon.
Won't you please donate?
Summer's a time to feel and look your best, but I'm not talking about your abs or your tan. Hey guys, it's Mark Aram here. I'm talking about your hair. Restore that bald spot, reverse your receding hairline, or add volume to thinning during Advanced Hair's once yearly summer savings event. Advanced Hair's simple one-day treatment begins to regrow your own natural hair the very next day, and they guarantee your new hair will grow. There's absolutely no one in hair restoration I trust more than Advanced Hair. Take advantage of your flexible summer calendar and get the most hair for your dollar. Advanced Hair summer sales event on for a limited time, so get the details and schedule your free consultation today. 470-660-HAIR. One-day treatment, life-changing results. With Advanced Hair, your new hair is guaranteed to grow. Check out the incredible before and afters and take advantage of their best offer ever. That's 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com. 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
As a Massey Services technician, we have earned the trust of our customers. So much so, we're often called upon for a second opinion.
Could I interest you in the steak or lobster?
What would my Massey technician do?
That's a lot to chew on, but I do know that Massey's Pest Prevention is the right choice for preventing pests from getting inside your home. Plus, our service is guaranteed or your money back.
Massey Services, offering expert advice and much more. Expect more and get it.
Hey everyone, it's your buddy Shelly Winter here. Join me this Saturday at noon for the Car Guys with Kevin Deutsch from Butler Lexus of South Atlanta. Buy or lease, fix or sell, everything you want to know about cars, we will cover Saturday noon to 1 right here on 95.5 WSB.
This is Jonathan Geller at D. Geller & Son Jewelers, where now through July 19th, we're running our first ever Summer Savings Bridal event. Practically all things wedding and engagement are buy one, get one 50% off. Ready to find the perfect engagement ring? Shop from hundreds of in-stock styles with our jewelry experts and get half off a lab-grown diamond center. Or apply that same value to a natural diamond from our extensive collection of Atlanta's best and brightest in Kennesaw, Sandy Springs, and online at dgeller.com. Some vendor restrictions apply. See store for details.
If you're seeing any signs of moisture in your basement, condensation, damp floors, mold, or wood rot, your basement has water issues, AquaGuard will create a customized waterproofing plan to keep your basement dry. Visit aquaguard.net today. Remember,
AquaGuard. If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, A-rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $3 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-896-8155. 800-896-8155. 800-896-8155.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Want to love your deck so much that you don't even want to go on vacation? Hi, I'm Scott Nelson, owner of Nelson Exteriors, and your new deck will be your family's favorite staycation. We do decks differently. Beautiful, high-end decks at a reasonable price. Materials you choose, and lots of options. With Nelson Exteriors, you'll get a high-quality, affordable, custom deck, handcrafted by our licensed and insured experts. For an extraordinary deck renovation, Google Nelson Exteriors.
There you go. That's divine intervention.
Yeah.
Walking down the street in New York City. A sandwich board read, the end of the world is nigh.
All right, there has been some older pushback, like what I would call native Stones fans, people who are like 10, 11, 12 years older than me. I've seen some of them with their YouTube channels, and it's funny. It's like an old person thing, like, it wore me out. It's
What?
too much. It's
Wait,
too
what?
much. It exhausted me.
Well, you know our old motto: if it's too loud, you're too old.
And apparently now that's all coming to pass. Maybe.
Yeah. Well,
I love it. I think it's a great album. What else you got there,
all
Gene
right.
Simmons and music news?
A band that people gave a lot of guff to. Made fun of. They're actually not a bad rock band from Canada, not my cup of tea, but Nickelback has announced a new album, and they have a brand new single called Rattle the Cage.
All right, now I have to, and Jared will back me up on this. I heard this a couple days ago, this little clip he has. And I said, "You are an idiot."
Yeah, you
this
yelled
is
at me.
So obviously AI. Now I knew that there was a story.
Came in studio, I was like, "Hello, Eric."
I knew for fact.
You're
I knew,
an idiot.
No,
That's how I came in studio.
I think I said it with a smile. But I knew that they did have an album. They had a new song. But my assumption was somebody took their real song and like the way that we used to do here, where you make a heavy metal version.
Oh
of
yeah,
this.
yeah.
I guess I've just never listened to Nickelback, but I thought that I don't know what I
They've
thought
got more
were.
range than you think.
They were harder before they got popular.
Right. No. By the
Absolutely.
way, don't say they have more range than I think. Say that they stink in more genres than I believe that they stink.
That's why they're considered butt rock. So you know,
what does that mean?
butt rock. It was
No,
like
I
the
don't do that
Creed-
kind of.
Gene, we know you don't have to.
No.
We understand that you're heterosexual.
Okay, but if you want me back here again, I don't
Okay,
want to hear
know
about
that.
that.
You don't have to be defensive about that. No one thinks.
I mean, Ace's ghost is waiting right up there.
We're gonna be down to everything.
Yeah, that's right, Gene.
All right.
We give Peter Criss a shot. I met Peter Criss once.
Can you do his voice? Because Tim doesn't know what it sounds like.
Rags, the sailor's only daughter.
He's a nice guy. I met him back.
He
in
was
the
a
90s.
nice guy.
Yes.
Here is Nickelback Rattled the Cage.
This is Nickelback?
Yep.
It still sounds like AI.
It does sound like an AI.
You know what? Pull up right now. Don't stop. Back. We're going to do side by side. Pull up Heat Dome.
Okay.
I think
Pull
that
out all the archives. Yeah.
this was done with AI, I think. Maybe.
so, too.
Unless they have lawyers. And I'm saying maybe. But I think there's a possibility that this was AI. All right, so now, them.
That's a little better.
No. But if I said this was produced by the same person, would you believe me?
They're certainly kissing cousins.
I think that
It sounds like AI.
I think that they just went in and just had AI make a new Nickelback.
Why the
album.
hell not?
Why not?
Hey, listen.
They're gonna make money, right?
Right.
The return of butt rock, guys, is a good thing.
Oh,
Creed's coming
Gene,
back.
are you trying to
I'll see you
Avenged
guys later.
Sevenfold. You got them all.
You don't hang around in this kind of crowd.
Nope.
Huh? Thank you, Gene Simmons, for the
Thank
music
you.
news. Alex Williams is checking the ride around 285.
And the slowest spot of it on the north side inner loop, Eric, is 285 eastbound, leaving Georgia 400. You're going to stay on and off the brakes, traveling through Dunwoody and Dorville. Southbound is definitely the slowest part, though. From I-85 into Tucker and Clarkston, not going to find much relief until you get down to East Ponce, exit number 40. Down by the airport, 285 eastbound. Those right lanes are bunched up for those trying to ramp onto 75 south in Clayton County. Checking 285 over and heading toward the west side, it's Isabella Rodriguez.
Towards the west side, there's progress in Sandy Springs. A crash on 285 westbound before Riverside Drive has cleared. The lanes are back open, and the ride stays clear as you approach I-75. But past I-75, you're looking at a slow ride all the way down towards Atlanta Road and towards I-20. This report is brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
These pop-up afternoon thunderstorms, no joke, friends. 1 minute it's sunny, the next you're grabbing buckets for a roof leak. Ugh. Hey, it's Mark Aram here. That's why homeowners like me call Dr. Roof. Need a quick repair? A whole new roof? Dr. Roof brings trusted service, a price match guarantee, and up to a 50-year workmanship warranty, the only one in town. And don't forget to visit drroof.com for coupons. Dr. Roof, ready, before the storm hits.
Men, if ED or PE is affecting your performance in the bedroom, you don't have to live with it. Priority Men's Medical Center restores men's performance in the bedroom in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, even when Viagra and Cialis have failed. Men are now lasting longer than ever. Right now, your consultation and first treatment are free. Call Priority Men's Medical Center now at 404-885-8885 or PriorityMen'sMedical.com.
When someone's AC is on the fritz, drains are clogged, or wall outlets are sparking, Castile Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical never asks, how soon do you need it fixed? You know why? Because no one in recorded history has ever said, oh, take your time, just whenever you can get to it. We just assume how fast can you get here will always be the answer. So Castile will be there same day, and we won't leave until you're 100% satisfied. See? Sometimes it's good to assume. It gets your AC fixed fast. Book today at CastileAir.com.
Hey, it's Shelley Winter. Your vehicle is one of the biggest investments you make. So after an accident, why trust its repair to someone focused on cutting costs? At RJ's Auto Body Plus, they believe the repair should protect your vehicle, not the insurance company's bottom line. For nearly 20 years, families throughout the area have trusted RJ's Auto Body Plus in Marietta because they don't believe in shortcuts, cheap parts, or rushed repairs. With over 40 years of experience, they know what proper collision repair looks like, and they stand up for their customers every step of the way. They work with insurance companies daily, but they work for you. Whether it's a newer vehicle, a luxury vehicle, or simply a vehicle you care a lot about, their mission is simple: restore it safely, correctly, and with the quality you deserve. RJ's Auto Body Plus, because your vehicle deserves more than a minimum. Call 770-955-5020 or simply search RJ's Auto Body Plus.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk. News, weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 5 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by Southern Exteriors. Our top story, Georgia Senator Jon Ossoff sounds off ahead of President Trump's primetime speech on elections tonight.
The world's most famous sore loser will deliver a primetime presidential sour grapes address to pursue his 6-year-old grievances about the 2020 election.
But White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt says this should not be a partisan issue.
I think the American people will be relieved to hear what they are hearing from the President of the United States and his commitment to transparency and the focus on the integrity of our elections tonight.
It is not clear if the president will mention Georgia's elections in his speech. We will carry the president's speech live tonight, and then after we will have local reaction and commentary. It all starts at 9 o'clock on 95.5 WSB and the WSB radio app. President Trump will visit Cobb County next week. The White House says Trump will be at Wheeler High School on Wednesday. He'll focus on the new Trump Accounts investment program for children he announced earlier this month. It is now 87 degrees in Atlanta. We have some scattered downpours across metro Atlanta at this hour. The Douglasville area getting hammered at this moment. Also some heavy rain near Stockbridge and near Canton. Meteorologist Christina Edwards will have Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. This is new at 5 o'clock. A dairy company owned by Atlanta-based Coca-Cola is the target of a ransomware attack. The Fairlife Dairy Company has halted production as a result. The company says a third party accessed part of its systems involved in production. The full scope of the damage of the attack is not yet known. Coca-Cola says it does not impact product quality and safety. A new civil rights investigation into 20 school districts across the country includes one district in metro Atlanta.
The Education Department will look into the DeKalb County School District's policies and how the district handles reports of sexual harassment involving staff and students. This is in response to civil rights data submissions, which the Education Department says indicate the district may not be handling sexual misconduct appropriately. But DeKalb School's interim superintendent Norman Sauce responds in a statement saying the investigation alone is not evidence of any wrongdoing. He says misconduct is always reported to the proper law enforcement agencies. Austin Eller, 95.5 WSB.
A summer camp in the city of South Fulton is inspiring high school girls to choose careers in firefighting.
At the week-long Camp Embers, South Fulton Fire Rescue Sergeant Sabria Douse says teen girls get hands-on training in fire service.
They do like hose line advancements, dragging the dummy, hose carries. They knock down targets that simulate like hitting the fire.
17-year-old Zion Lewis loves the energy and sisterhood. She was rescued from a fire at age 8, sparking a career dream.
For a long time, I didn't really like the fire part, but I wanted to be that one to come in and save a little girl.
Sierra Ellis is one of 3 Embers campers who's now a fire recruit.
Going out to calls and seeing how happy people are that you showed up on the worst day of their lives means the world.
In South Fulton, Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
President Trump's longtime teleprompter operator is accused of placing bets on several of the president's speeches. Catherine Falders reports on how it was done.
The way that he did this is he bet on Kalshi, the prediction market website, and you can go into what's called the mentions, if you will. So if you were to bet on it, you go to mentions, and then it would say, what is Trump going to mention in his State of the Union speech? It will list a number of words, and you could bet yes or no. Well, the person who knows that better than anybody is the person who is operating the teleprompter.
Money from the Mellon Foundation will help an Atlanta theater group continue its mission.
It's a big number, but not the first time True Colors Theater has heard from Mellon.
This is the second time that we've been awarded this grant amount.
Artistic director Jamil Jude says the grant of just over $500,000 will help fund a high school competition,
where students are learning to then recite the monologues of contemporary Black playwrights that wrote monologues specifically for this program.
True Colors was founded in Atlanta by Tony Award winner Kenny Leon in 2002. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
It's now 5:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple team traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Slower than usual, Bill, on I-20 westbound trying to get out into Lithia Springs. The tough delays. You'll have a few leaving I-285 to Fulton Industrial Boulevard, then really stack up as you cross the Chattahoochee River before Riverside Parkway. And I'm looking at the jam cams out in Lithia Springs. It's been pouring down rain out there, so that's really slowing I-20 in both directions. Definitely use caution on the wet pavement there. Found the issue on the south side. It is a couple of trucks that are partially blocking the 85 northbound ramp to I-285 eastbound. That is why you're seeing the brake lights stretching back to Flat Shoals Road, exit number 66. Checking what we know is a slow ride through downtown is Isabella Rodriguez.
We're starting to see the slow ride all the way out on I-75 southbound past West Paces Ferry Road. That ride continues on to 75-85 and it doesn't clear until you make your way towards I-20. We're also seeing a slowdown on Georgia 400 with that merge of I-85 southbound. And similarly, the ride north into the city on 85 northbound at University Avenue. You'll be tapping those brakes well into the downtown area as you pass I-20. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official air conditioning of Atlanta. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Partly cloudy skies and quite hot for this evening. Sunset just before 9 o'clock. Temperatures still in the low 80s at that time. And a few hit or miss rain showers that will be very slow moving. So some areas of heavy downpours, a possibility through late tonight into early tomorrow morning. Lows settling into the mid 70s, then climbing back up to the low 90s for tomorrow afternoon. Heat index values closer to 100. A few pop-up showers and thunderstorms for the ride home tomorrow evening. Saturday and Sunday, morning lows in the mid-70s, daytime highs in the low 90s.
Storm tracker radar shows a heavy downpour right now in the Douglasville area. It's 88 in Smyrna, 90 in College Park, 87 in Johns Creek. More news at 5:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 3 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. And look who's here. Bill Crane. You're all dressed up. Oh, it's a big night because of the Trump speech, right? So you'd probably be on television.
Well, I just thought after missing 2 episodes of the Von Hessler Doctrine that I should, up my game a little bit.
I'm not saying you have to grovel, but it's nice that you dressed up, put on a tie.
I do apologize for being on vacation last week.
There's nothing wrong with being on vacation. It was your daughter's birthday. You took her to Disney World, I believe. And I hope you had fun.
We had a blast.
Good.
Spent a fortune, but had a blast.
I know that you have. Well, that's the way it is, right? It costs an arm and a leg down there now. Well, it does everywhere. Does everywhere. Jared, I know you have a bunch of stories here for Bill Crane to respond to, but obviously tonight's speech. What do we know about it? What do we think we know about it? Is there a good source for what Do they want us to know what he's going to say?
The president has had some interviews where he sort of leaked some things, and of course, as usual, he's made some comments on Truth Social. So if he's consistent with what he's leaked and what he's put out on Truth Social, he's going to explain to the American people that we currently do not have fair and safe elections, and that our election system is vulnerable to interruption, failure, fraud, elections being stolen, and that electronic voting in particular is of concern. The rumor mill says that he's going to identify with some evidence being presented by the National Intelligence Agency, which is part of the reason that Tulsi Gabbard was here when the ballots were seized in Fulton County, that there are 2 foreign actors that were involved in attempts to sway the election results here in America. And kind of icing for we Georgians, he believes as a result of all this that both of our current United States senators, who happen to be Democrats, I know that's surprising, that their elections are illegitimate.
Now, we don't. There's rumors that he's going to say that. If he goes there, do you think that he'll have a prescription for that problem? To me, that's the question.
Part of his prescription is the SAVE Act,
right,
which he's pushing very hard, not successfully in the House and the Senate.
I hear it doesn't have a chance. The numbers just aren't there.
The numbers just aren't there, particularly with the passing of Lindsey Graham and the continuing incapacitation of Mitch McConnell to participate.
But his sister could be in there quick enough, you think?
She's to be confirmed yesterday.
Right.
So she could be a yes vote.
Yeah.
But probably not going to be a spokesperson for somebody selling this on the floor, and perhaps not up to speed enough on it yet, because a number of southern states, including Georgia, have some significant reservations about giving up that much authority over the elections process, currently held as contained in the U.S. Constitution by the states, but the act, which is not a constitutional amendment, would shift a lot of the oversight to the federal government.
So my understanding is that ABC and NBC are not going to be covering this and giving the free time. Now, it needs to be said before you lose your mind about that. They turned down Biden before, and they've turned down Obama before. And if I don't know that this would be the reason, but it sounds like it's just going to be free time to push the SAVE Act. And they don't really have an obligation. If the president's going to come out and say, I'm putting boots on the ground, you have an obligation to inform people.
War, national
but
crisis.
They don't owe you free time just
Anytime
to push legislation.
And this president has already several times had speeches that were to be to one topic that ended up being for another topic, and then were essentially a large commercial for the White House. So
that's why he said in his postings and stuff, he said he's going to break big news because he wants
the biggest.
So
the biggest ever,
right?
The biggest ever.
Yeah.
Bigly news.
Now, so what I find interesting, if he does actually claim that, and I see Ossoff on CNN, so that obviously there's some belief that this is going to happen. I don't think that you can make an allegation like that and not say this is what we're going to do about it. Once you say, I've decided as president of the United States, these 2 senators are not legitimate, let's say that.
I agree with you. We talked about this the other day. A responsible, cogent administration with policy and understanding that all comments by the White House have a reaction and cause ripples, yes, would come forward with a recommended solution or a next step.
Yeah.
I don't know that there is one. One, the president has no authority
to
declare victors, certify results, etc. So that first and foremost, he can say it, but free speech, but he has no authority to do anything about it.
None
Second,
whatsoever.
In the case of his election, which was the reason the Fulton County ballots were seized in 2020, the margin was initially 11,700. There were 3 recounts. The hand recount, which, the one that you would think would be not necessarily the most accurate, but the last of the 3, found 660 more ballots for Joe Biden.
Right.
So the margin actually grew above 12,000 votes. In the Senate contests, David Perdue got 40,000 more votes than Donald Trump did and did win by plurality, but because there was a libertarian in the contest who got 2.9%, there was no majority, hence a runoff. In the Kelly Loeffler race, and I know nobody remembers this because I didn't remember, there were 20 candidates in the race for Senate because it was an interim special election to fill the 2-year term remaining of Johnny Isaacsen's term. And of the 20 candidates, 3 really kind of pulled in there. Raphael Warnock, who won with 36%, Kelly Loeffler, who came in second with 25%, and Doug Collins, the other Republican who split up the GOP base, which if you want to point a finger as to why the GOP didn't win that race, it would be the fact that they couldn't settle on a nominee. But that pushed that plurality win by Raphael Warnock into a runoff election. His numbers over her were almost 100,000 votes. And John Ossoff, and they're only looking at Fulton County.
Yeah.
So John Ossoff beat in Fulton County David Perdue by 220,000 votes. So is the president alleging 200,000 instances of voter fraud?
I'm interested also in the politics because I think we can't predict this. Core MAGA Georgian, is there a thing that says, hey, wait a minute, this is our state, this is sovereign, or no? I'll be interested to see what that looks like. Also, I guess it's not necessarily the politics or whether it goes the next step. I said when they took Maduro, because there's some sort of weird Venezuelan. I think we know that he's going to point to Venezuela and China, and there's like a Venezuelan kind of thing.
There's another voting company that originated out of Venezuela and has ties to it.
Yeah.
And people were making the false claim that it was connected to Dominion voting, which is a completely different company.
Which has been sold to a Republican conservative election person who's
Right.
renamed the company since then.
Now, as soon as they got Maduro, I think maybe on that show or the next show, my first thought was, okay, maybe they don't have much of a case against him, but if they came to him and said, you should say, if you say Venezuela was involved with vote flipping,
and he has, since
we'll
then.
let you go.
Yeah, and he has. Now, he hadn't been let go yet. But
Right, no. I'm saying in a situation like this.
But I'm telling you,
Yeah.
he has given sworn testimony that Venezuela was involved in an attempt to.
I would too if I was him.
I would too.
I mean, anybody would. You know, you're
but
you're
again,
the
that
powerless.
and the China involvement are sort of the fringe conspiracy theorist of the QAnon.
Mhm.
That's where this is coming from. And I had always wondered why Tulsi Gabbard was even there in Fulton County for that seizure. And of course, we
Now,
have.
apparently, Tulsi Gabbard was very much behind this. Whatever he's going to say tonight, Tulsi Gabbard was very much behind. This is what I heard coming in. I could be wrong, but
Well, it would certainly make her a star on the firmament of the Trump administration if it's proven to be true.
yeah, why would they knock her out of the nest right before they come forward with this?
Well, her
If she
husband
was
got cancer.
Oh, I forgot about that. That's right, her husband. She actually could have left. Usually, when people leave government, they lie to you, but she probably
her husband does
told
have
the
cancer,
truth.
Yeah,
Right?
and she wanted to take care of her husband.
Yeah, it's I'm not going to watch it, but I'll just I'll just react
Call
to
me
it
for the
tomorrow.
Cliff Notes because
Yeah.
I'll watch.
Oh, I know. Everybody, it's a big deal. I'm not saying it's not a big deal, but I'm really into this thing now where you can have all the power in the world, but you still don't have the power to make me take you seriously. Alex Williams says there's a crash on 75 North, slowing the ride out of Midtown.
And going to get slower now that Atlanta Fire Rescue has shown up, Eric. Just the far right lane and the HOV lane getting past this one. 75 northbound, Moores Mill Road, exit 254. It is bumper to bumper back before Northside Drive. Think about using Northside Drive, Howell Mill Road. Those are some good alternates to get you around that. Once you clear that crash, looking pretty good on 75 north toward Marietta. That's when you'll slow again right around North Marietta Parkway, staying on and off the brakes up to Highway 92 in Ackworth. How's the ride looking on 85 toward Gwinnett County, Isabella Rodriguez?
Approaching Norcross, your ride is looking a bit backed up on 85 northbound out from 285, but positive news, that ride starts to improve past Jimmy Carter Boulevard. However, elsewhere in Norcross, we're seeing some flashing red traffic lights on Indian Trail Road at Steve Reynolds Boulevard. Treat that area as a four-way stop. This report is sponsored by ExpressPros.com. Your logistics business moves fast. Is your team keeping up? Express Employment Professionals connects you with qualified talent. ExpressPros.com. Express representing people impacting business. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trustdale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Hey folks, it's Mark Arum here. All this week at 10:12 a.m. on the Mark Arum Show, I'll have your chance to make your summer a little better. You could win a $150 gas gift card, a $150 grocery store gift card, and a free HVAC checkup from Reliable Heating and Air. Stock the fridge, fill the tank, and make sure your home will be comfortable all summer long. So make sure you are tuned in tomorrow at 10:12 a.m. for your chance to win. Get details at WSBRadio.com.
This is Scott Slade, and if your air conditioning is having trouble keeping you comfortable this summer, I have good news. Ragsdale Heating and Air is here to keep you and your family cool and save you money. Right now, you can get up to $1,700 off if you carry your home comfort system, and that'll include Ragsdale's own exclusive 15-year parts and labor warranty. And don't forget, Ragsdale is your go-to team for plumbing, electrical, and insulation, too. Schedule your visit online at ragsdaleair.com or call them. With over 13,000 five-star reviews, Ragsdale is the name I know you can trust.
I'm here with Chris Hoffman, the founder of Hoffman Financial Group and host of Money Unleashed. Chris, every week on the show, we offer folks something we call the Portfolio X-ray. I was hoping you could walk us through that process and tell us why the information it uncovers is so powerful.
Yeah, so the reason we love doing the Portfolio X-ray for you is we do that behind the scenes. Everybody's extremely busy. Nobody wants to waste time in traffic. If you call in, we will ask you for some information via the phone. Once you've given us that information, we go to work and we put all the hours in developing the report. And I commit this to you. The Portfolio X-ray is eye-opening. At least 90+% of the time, we can find 2 or 3 golden nuggets in there that you were not aware of that we can either change in your current portfolio mix for you. It's called a 401k optimizer. Or if we manage the assets for you, we certainly can recommend how to diversify away from some of the troubling points that are exposed during the Portfolio X-ray. Once we've got that, then we'll have you in for your initial consultation. We will present the Portfolio X-ray to you and walk you through the high points of it. And that's a document that you get to take with you. It's like getting a financial physical. Mm-hmm. So how many of you avoided going to the doctor for the annual physical last year? You do the same thing with your financial life. You ignore it. You keep pumping money into your 401k. You hope that it's going well, and I can tell you that hope is not a good investment or financial planning strategy. You need to know. So if you want to know, call us.
The Portfolio X-ray is complimentary. Give Hoffman Financial Group a call to schedule yours today. 404-737-3858, 404-737-3858, or online at unleashyourmoney.com. Investment advisory services offered through Brookstone Wealth Advisors, a registered investment advisor. Insurance and annuities offered through Hoffman Financial Group Incorporated, Georgia Insurance License number 163546.
Jane is a small business owner.
That's right.
And tell them what that's like, Jane.
Yeah, well, it's like a roller coaster with a lot of ups and downs, and some days things can feel like they're flying off the rails.
Yep, it's a lot. But the Total Solutions Advantage only from Comcast Business can help you manage it all. With the largest, fastest fiber-powered network designed for 100% reliability with business internet and wireless connect. Plus gig speeds with security and equipment included. All with a 5-year price lock.
Nice. So everything stays on track.
Exactly. The Total Solutions Advantage. Get started for just $60 a month for 12 months when you add Wireless Connect to a qualifying internet package. No one does business like Comcast Business.
Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. New customers only. 1-year agreement, paperless billing, and automatic payments with bank account required. $60 offer requires 300 meg internet, security edge, and additional qualifying service. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra.
EMC Security. Our video doorbells are handy for seeing when packages are delivered or when the kids come home or even checking to see who is at the door. But what about when something more serious happens like a break-in or fire? That's when you need a monitored security system. At EMC Security, we've been protecting Georgians for almost 30 years. Still locally owned and still no contracts. EMC Security. Smart protection for a safer tomorrow.
All right, Bill Crane, why don't you let people know how they can get more Bill Crane?
The easiest way probably is to Google Bill Crane, One Man's Opinion, or Bill Crane, Political Analyst, and there'll be more content that you can shake a stick at. But my column, One Man's Opinion, is here on WSBRadio.com. Also, can come free to your email if you'd like it to, if you subscribe to my Substack. And I'm on most all of the socials except for Truth Social and what is X called now? Or X is called Twitter.
No, Twitter is called
I
X.
know. Those two I've, with intent, stayed off of.
Oh, you're not on X?
I'm not.
Really? That's interesting.
I mean, I have an account, but I don't post.
Yeah.
I just have an account.
So you don't want anybody getting your info. Okay.
You're like Mad Mogul Mr. Musk.
It's all right. You know, if you don't want,
as Mick Jagger says on the new album. Yeah. All right, what do you got?
Hey, you guys remember this guy?
You're worried about home Mike.
Yeah.
Mike Lindell.
Mike Lindell.
Yeah,
the Pillow King. The My Pillow guy. Yeah, Trump.
Hey, listen, I don't care what you're about to say, but they got that They got that special cotton from Giza.
Oh, I know.
And it is.
It works.
Let me tell you something.
We shove it right in there.
Have you seen their slippers? They have slippers.
The slippers
now, too.
are awesome.
And also, what do you call it? Bed top, mattress tops.
Yeah, I think I remember Sean also recommending the pajamas, but I don't know any of that
listen.
stuff.
Hey, Mike, you got the pajamas? They good?
Still making the pajamas. You got old Mike, and I'm going to be the next governor of the state of Minnesota.
The great state.
Yeah, Trump has endorsed the My Pillow guy, Mike Lindell, for Minnesota governor.
Is this news?
Is he out of the tax issues that he was having?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
We're not focusing on that.
Former crack addict.
Hey,
well, you
He's
talk about
recovered.
it. You talk
well,
about
He
it.
basically talks about the way he used to sniff the fibers of the fabric. To
Yes.
make sure it was okay in the plant. Too.
that's how
He's
I knew it
obviously
was
got
good to
some-
make a pillow out.
But there can still be addictive behavior after you beat the addiction, and I think he still displays that kind of one single-minded focus on.
He's
certain
very
things.
much an election denier, as an example.
Yes.
Even now.
I hate the term denier.
Okay, fascist? No, I'm sorry.
Okay, well, no, I don't mean to say that about you because they'll say like climate denier and all that, and it all
He
comes.
is
Let me just make my
he
point.
is one of those who is a
Yeah.
conspiracy theorist as relates to the 2020
Yeah,
election.
I'm making a wider point.
I know,
I'm not doing
I
this for you. I'm just saying that I don't like the denier thing because it's like if people have questions about the climate and then all of a sudden they put you in with Holocaust deniers. Every time they put denier on there, they're trying to throw you in a bucket with like people who would deny the Holocaust.
My apologies,
No,
Mr.
no, it's
Lundell.
not. It's not about you. I
understand.
An opportunity for me to make the wider point.
I'm always trying to be the better person.
And you learn from me.
Yes, I do.
Absolutely. All right.
You and Autumn.
Autumn
And I
just
get
checks out.
exercise tips from Jared.
Autumn just checks out with politics.
Well,
I'm here.
This is what
Autumn has one question, and I'm with her most
Ask
of the
away.
time. I know her question is always the same. Well, what do we do? I don't know.
What do we do?
I don't know what we do.
Which issue, Autumn?
Any.
I mean, on the show, we bring up a lot of things that are happening. And Eric, you'll say, well, you're just sitting back and taking it. It's like, but I don't know what to do.
I'm sitting back and taking it. I don't even vote, so I'm not above it.
No, but you talk about, and I don't mean as directed at me, but you're talking about like the voting public and the public in general.
Yeah.
You say like, and you'll just sit back and just like decide it's okay. And it's like, I don't know what to do.
I know what to do.
Autumn, you have my contact information. If you want to call me and ask me what to do, I'll be making some cogent suggestions.
Oh, he's going to say vote.
I am going to say vote.
I voted for 40 years.
It's one of the. It's
Look
one
where
of
we
the,
are.
It's one of the things you can do as a citizen.
It's so difficult. Like so when we talk about the real impact can be on like local elections, and then it trickles, I guess, up.
Yeah.
To, but in my area, there was someone who I very much agreed with to be, I think, like a superintendent of schools. And I liked his policies and things, but then I found out a bunch of personal stuff about him and the way that his child behaves in school and how they're like hushing it up so that he doesn't the kid doesn't get in trouble, and like what he said was really outrageous and what he did. And
so
then
here's the further problem. That might just be propaganda from the people who are trying to.
No, it wasn't.
No,
it
no,
wasn't
I mean,
because
but,
it wasn't out there. It was my friend's
Oh,
son
oh.
who goes to the school.
Well, and it is odd too. There are a lot of states still that elect their school superintendents versus appointing them and having them report to an elected board. So there's different structures.
Well, just because you got a jerk kid, that doesn't mean he won't be a good
Well, they
superintendent.
tried to. They like covered it up. And he wasn't getting in trouble because then it was like.
Okay, we gotta go.
Favoritism and nepotism.
That was,
two of my favorite isms.
It makes it easy.
Ism.
It makes it easy for me. I'm not voting in that election either.
You can make a difference.
You see, Eric? See what happens if you don't vote?
This is what I say we do. Cross your fingers and hope they don't crush you. Thank you. Thank you very
Always glad to be here.
All right. Alex Williams says 75 North is jammed in northwest Atlanta.
All due to this crash. We got a fire truck parallel across the roadway, or horizontal, I should say, across the roadway, Eric. Only the HOV lane and the far right lane getting by here. 75 northbound, Moores Mill Road, exit 254. It is extra slow out of Midtown. Again, think about Northside Drive, Howell Mill Road as some good alternates there. We are also seeing delays on the southbound ride into town, over a half hour to travel out of Buckhead down to I-20. Northbound delays jam up around Langford Parkway. And we got a big jam on I-85 south of the city, Isabella Rodriguez.
If you're leaving Union City, there's delays starting all the way at Johnsboro Road, all due to some trouble on 85 northbound at 285. A tractor trailer is stalled there, and that's causing some major delays. You'll want to use Highway 29 to get around this. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, maker, or model. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple T Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Hey, it's Shelley Winter for RJ's Auto Body Plus in Marietta. I'm here with Kelly, a satisfied customer. How was your experience, Kelly, with RJ's Auto Body Plus?
My experience was great. I had an accident back in October, and the insurance company approved an aftermarket bumper. And honestly, it just didn't look right. It was wrong color, didn't match, stuck out just a little bit. I went back to RJ's, and I really appreciated them. They went and they fought the insurance company for me. They went back and forth with the insurance company and got them to approve a factory OEM bumper, meaning that it actually goes with my car.
That's a real live customer experience with RJ's Auto Body Plus. Go there now, ladies and gentlemen. Call 770-955-5020 or search RJ's Auto Body Plus. That's RJ's Auto Body Plus, 770-955-5020 or simply search RJ's Auto Body Plus.
Cancer. One small cell can change everything. Beating it takes something big. Northside Hospital Cancer Institute is built for it. Built for breakthroughs. Pioneering clinical research, treatment, and surgical innovation with the most cancer centers and board-certified oncologists in Georgia. We're built around you with personalized care from screening through survival. Northside Hospital Cancer Institute, built to beat cancer.
Patrick was way behind on his IRS taxes.
I was in way over my head. The total amount ended up being somewhere just over $30,000. $30,000.
Then the IRS came to collect.
Started getting letter after letter. A lien had been filed against me. They were going to basically hang me completely out to dry.
He had to do something.
That's when I reached out to Optima Tax Relief.
Patrick's life quickly got a lot easier.
It was very easy, pretty much hands off. They picked up the ball and ran with it.
And how'd it go?
I couldn't believe it. I had to ask 2 or 3 times. I saved an incredible amount of money.
How does Patrick feel about Optima?
Couldn't be happier. They definitely helped me. Optima Tax Relief, the best place to call. They're the best in the business.
Do what Patrick did and call Optima Tax Relief for a free consultation. Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. Optima Tax Relief. Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
You fell in love with her because she's unlike any other woman in the world. So why settle for an ordinary engagement ring you could find almost anywhere? Well, I know a place where you can design your own custom engagement ring. Terra Fine Jewelry Company. At Terra, the styles and designs are endless, and their expert jewelers make it easy to bring your personally designed engagement ring to life. Your bride-to-be deserves more than a cookie-cutter engagement ring, so explore the vast options of custom design rings at Terra Fine Jewelry Company in Beaufort, Georgia. Terra Fine Jewelry Company.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 5:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by A1 Garage Door Service. Our top story, it's proof you can bet on anything. President Trump's longtime teleprompter operator placed bets on more than a dozen of the president's speeches.
He believes it's deeply unfortunate and frankly a disgrace.
White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt with the president's reaction. Gabriel Perez made $100,000 by placing bets on the prediction market Kalshi.
There are very strict ethical requirements required by all staffers and officials here at the White House, and if they are violated, people will pay consequences for that, as you're seeing with this case.
The speeches included the State of the Union. Perez is now on unpaid leave. It is 88 degrees in Atlanta. We are seeing scattered rain showers, bringing heavy rain to some areas at this hour. When does the heat index approach 100? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. Georgia Senator John Ossoff calls President Trump the world's most famous sore loser. His comment comes ahead of the president's primetime speech tonight on election integrity.
I expect the president to reheat debunked conspiracy theories about the repeatedly litigated and audited and confirmed 2020 presidential election in Georgia.
We do not know if President Trump will mention Georgia elections during his speech. We'll carry the president's speech live tonight, and then afterwards we'll have local reaction and commentary. It all starts at 9 o'clock on 95.5 WSB and the WSB radio app. A Carroll County teenager accused of murdering her mother and stepfather will learn her fate sooner rather than later.
The murder trial will begin as scheduled August 3rd for Sarah Grace Patrick, accused of fatally shooting her mother Kristen Brock and her stepfather James Brock while they were in bed last year. Patrick's new defense attorney asked for a delay, citing new evidence coming in and concern about the integrity of the investigation. Carroll County Superior Court Judge Dustin Hightower reviewed the record before ruling against more time. The 18-year-old Patrick was 16 when investigators say she killed the couple, then called 911 to report their bodies had been found. Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
A former Bartow County Sheriff's deputy is accused of child abuse. The GBI says it's arrested 31-year-old Andrew Sean Williams. The child was found by police walking down the street and was identified along with the child's parents. The child suffered minor injuries after being struck multiple times. Williams is charged with misdemeanor battery. Fulton County Sheriff Pat Labatt is asking for the public's feedback on his policy not to jail people arrested for low-level misdemeanors. Labatt says while it could help reduce overcrowding at the Rice Street facility, it is not a fix-all solution.
Other elected officials have put forth that we can reduce our population by half. Solely focusing on misdemeanors is inaccurate.
A town hall starts at 7 o'clock tonight. An open discussion in Douglas County tonight about data centers.
This forum is not to induce or give the assumption that I'm promoting data centers. It's only to educate my community about data centers.
Commissioner Henry Mitchell III is urging residents to come with an open mind. He says experts will outline the facts and dispel any myths about data center development. The meeting begins at 6 o'clock at the Douglas County Courthouse. For the 6th month in a row, the state labor department reports all-time highs in Georgia's labor force and employment.
Georgia's labor force increased by nearly 7,200 last month, while employment rose by more than 10,300. Now, despite June's new highs, the state's unemployment rate held steady at 3.4%. That's 0.8 of a point below the national average. The sector with the most job gains over the past year were healthcare and social assistance. Jobs were down the most in transportation, warehousing, and utilities. Cheryl Castro, 95.5 WSB.
It is now 5:34 and time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center to begin our triple team coverage, it's Alex Williams.
Hey, Bill, it is still a rough go of it on 75 north out of Midtown into northwest Atlanta, but hopefully it's going to get better. They're clearing this crash to the right shoulder as we speak on 75 north at Moores Mill Road, exit 254. Going to take some time for those delays to thin out, so be aware of that if you're trying to make that ride up to Cobb County. 285 and north and southbound slow over on the west side where it's been raining. Southbound, the slowest part of that ride starts at South Atlanta Road down to I-20. Some more brake lights from Cascade Road down into East Point and College Park. What's 285 looking like in DeKalb County? Isabella Rodriguez.
On the east side perimeter, 285 eastbound, the inner loop is starting to slow out from Sandy Springs as you approach I-85 in Doraville. Things only get heavier from there with another stretch of delays continuing towards Highway 78 in Clarkston. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Partly cloudy skies and quite hot for this evening. Sunset just before 9 o'clock. Temperatures still in the low 80s at that time. And a few hit or miss rain showers that will be very slow moving. So some areas of heavy downpours, a possibility through late tonight into early tomorrow morning. Lows settling into the mid 70s, then climbing back up to the low 90s for tomorrow afternoon. Heat index values closer to 100. A few pop-up showers and thunderstorms for the ride home tomorrow evening. Saturday and Sunday, morning lows in the mid 70s, daytime highs in the low 90s.
And we are seeing quite a few scattered rain showers now on Storm Tracker radar. Some heavy rain right now in the Johns Creek area. Also South Fulton getting some rain, East Point, Stockbridge, and Douglasville. It is 90 right now in Sandy Springs, 78 in Austell, and 90 in Stockbridge. More news at 6 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Pro athletes and attorneys count on George Stein, the DUI lawyer, you can too. GeorgeStein.com.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, A-rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $3 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-896-8155. 800-896-8155. 800-896-8155.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Scott Slade here with the president of Loud Security Systems, John Loud. A job when it comes to protecting your business and employees, compromise isn't an option.
Exactly, Scott. At Loud Security, we provide extensive commercial security systems so you can be sure your assets, employees, and property are under constant vigilant protection.
And you cover it all. 24/7 intrusion detection, live video monitoring with virtual guard response, even smart access control.
Plus, fully managed life safety systems, fire alarm, and fire suppression systems, including fire extinguishers and sprinkler inspections.
With customizable solutions, real-time alerts, and your team blending today's technology with old-fashioned service, business owners can stay focused on what they do best.
That's the Loud Security Systems promise. Business security monitoring you can trust.
So trust the local experts at Loud Security. Call today, mention me, Scott, and get 3 months free monitoring when you get Loud.
Loud Security Systems. Call 678. Get Loud.
All right, this is not a good idea. It's a, where is this from? Fox. Business. Gen Z. Business. Gen Z breaks ultimate taboo by posting salaries online. Not a good idea.
No, very dumb.
It is not a good idea. Number
but I
one,
make more than so many other people.
No, I think it's more about the idea here is that they all give each other advice or whatever and what you can afford and all this kind of stuff. But that what's going to happen ultimately is people you know are going to find out that you make more than them. Mm-hmm. You're not above it. Just because it's another generation, you're not above the human condition, and you're not above what happens. You know, some things you just keep to yourself. Everything doesn't need to be a public record. Also, if you do make more money than your friend thought, then people see that, and you know, maybe there's a break-in in your house or something. I mean, it's like you're giving away information about yourself.
Come rob me.
Yeah, basically.
Or in a more simpler sense, like if you're going out to brunch, hey,
no
you make more than me, you're paying for brunch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You don't need the word more, it was simpler. You just could say in a simpler sense.
I
don't know why I'm being a jerk like that, but it just jumped out
I
at me.
appreciate it. No, you're trying to help me.
Yeah, I know, but I mess up all the time.
I'm still a talk radio baby.
Who am I? Well, you're almost 40.
40 is young in talk radio. Jared, innocence is sexy. Thank you.
That's right. That's right. Your innocence. He's saying your innocence. Have you been laying out in the sun lately?
No, I've just been working out in the morning.
I don't know, but you see, doesn't he have more of a bit of a red tint than he usually does? I think you've been out in the sun.
I mean, it's the summertime.
It is.
And he's a summer guy.
Oh, well, thank you. I didn't realize.
No, I just
Did you know, Eric?
People get darker in the summer.
In the summertime when
the
Jared gets red.
When Jared gets high.
So yeah, it's one of those things where I don't know. You know, the future belongs to the young, as it should. Do it your way, but I'm just telling you, this is not a good idea. One time I told my salary on the air when I was on the radio in Los Angeles, and we thought it was going to be like kind of a, hey, we're different, you know? It was not a good idea.
What happened?
It wasn't a good idea with the audience. It wasn't a good idea with our coworkers. I mean, nothing terrible happened, but I mean,
Kurt Loder get mad?
Yeah.
Not Kurt Loder.
Kato Kalin?
No, the guy from the video game show, or the MTV show.
You talking about Ricky Rackman?
No.
Well, I don't know why.
It's his basement. It's his rules.
Who did I work with this
Colin
person?
Quinn.
No, you worked with him. He hosted a game show on
Ken Ober?
Ken Ober.
Ken Ober, yes. He may have rest in peace, by the way. Great guy. It was just like became uncomfortable, and then when you go to work the next day, anybody with access to your online material, now they know that you make more than them, or they know that they make more than you, or it's just not a good thing. You don't want to share. Some things should be kept to yourself and to your own family. I guess. I mean, you're not going to have a lot of trouble convincing people who think that this is cool to just exist in a surveillance state. I mean, how much is there to surveil if you're telling everyone what you make and, everything about your situation? And by the way, you're not that interesting. I'm not that interesting. It's like all of this information and documenting your life. I just think it's so boring. I was thinking about this yesterday. It's like that Norm Macdonald thing where he talked about that, he went with his son to watch the sunset on the beach when everybody's there. And it's like he realized in the middle of it, this doesn't do anything for me. It's just that other people say that it should do something for me. But in reality, if I'm being honest with myself, I don't care if I see the sunset on a beach. And I'm beginning to feel that way about just so much. Like, I don't care about your identity. I don't care what race you are. I don't care about I'm rooting for everybody. If I could blink my eyes and everybody would be happy, I'd do it. But in reality, I have to tell you, I don't care what you want to be called. I don't care about this, that, and the other. It's not that interesting. It's not as interesting as people think that it is. Everybody's got a thing going on. Everybody's the star of their own movie. We understand this. But why are you trying to make yourself the star of my movie? I'm just not interested. I don't care about any of this stuff. And I'm getting old enough to go, okay, whatever. I don't care. Blah, 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 blah. Say whatever you're going to say. But I don't care. I don't care about your identity. I don't care about your culture. I don't care. I'm rooting for all of it. I want everything to be good, but I'm not interested in how you identify. I don't care. It doesn't mean anything to me. What are you going to say?
Gen Z calls that main character energy. That's what the what the slang is for that. So if you're trying to tell your story and that you're the main character in your own story.
Yeah, and look at walk into a library, something no one ever does. Sometimes for good reason. Everything's available online, but back in the days when people went into huge libraries, I had a great library in my life. I just loved it. And sometimes I'd spend a lot of time there. And when I was younger, and I was looking around thinking, because there must be, who knows, a gajillion books. It's like, how many books in this library have really never been read? Yeah. Or just a couple of people read them. So my point is, it's a lot of people telling their stories, but there's only a certain amount of people who know how to tell a story that gets the interest of somebody else. That's a rare skill. It's every single person telling their story, obviously, is not going to have that skill set to make me interested in their story. And it's probably holding you back because you just think it's way more interesting than it is. Okay, you came out of the closet. If that's what's good for you, if that's your life, fine, good. It's not interesting to me. It's not my life. I think everything applies to you that applies to everyone else. The Constitution, your rights, blah, 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 everything. Again, if I could blink my eyes and everybody was happy tomorrow, I'd do it. But why this thing? There's always that. This thing of why everybody should find me so fascinating. I'm getting to the point now where I'm just like, I don't care. I was watching, somebody I watch on YouTube, and then all of a sudden now their name comes up and it's they, them. I don't care. You're talking about the Beatles. I don't care. I'm tuned in because I tuned in before, and I find it interesting when you talk about the Beatles. I don't care about that. And I'm just like Norm Macdonald on the beach, just like, okay, I'm ready to tell people. I do like a nice sunset. I can, people are different.
I like the sunrise.
But I think we all have been like this idea that we're supposed to give a damn about people's stories and journeys, and we're boring. Most people are boring. Life is usually, going back to Norm Macdonald again. He was talking about when he was going to write his memoir or whatever. and he realized that most of his day is eating or planning on what he was going to eat next. It's like most of us live pretty mundane lives, and the fact that you're this or you're that, and I feel like it's like, well, so I'm supposed to applaud you because you were born? I was born. I didn't have anything to do with it. I just don't care. More people should. To me, that's liberation. That's freedom. That's equal rights. Is that I don't care. Are you cool to hang with? That's all I care about. Are you a cool person to hang with? Are you an honest person? If you're a manipulator, I'm going to find that out, and I don't want to be around you anymore. The things that matter is, are you a cool human to hang out with?
Do you want to hear my journey?
No. Well, listen, if we know each other long enough and we become confidants, yes, because now I know you and I'm invested and and you told me you were going to do this thing and I'm rooting for you. But the idea that I'm supposed to give a damn that somebody I've never met and never really going to meet, they want me to know that they're this, that, and the other. Sorry, I'm wishing you the best, but I don't care. Alex Williams says there's big rig trouble on 85 near the airport.
Yeah, quite the mess down here, Eric. This is on the 85 north ramp to 285 eastbound. The left side of that 85 north ramp to the outer loop is what's blocked. And that plus the rain, it has really done a number to 85 northbound with the heavy delays now starting back before Highway 138, exit number 64. Use Highway 29 as an alternate. We've also seen the rain impacting the ride on I-20 in both directions between Lithia Springs and West Atlanta. If you're heading into downtown, heads up for trouble in that left lane, 20 eastbound. Be just past or almost right at Lowry Boulevard, exit number 55. Watching the ride on 75 northwest of town with the help of Isabella Rodriguez.
We're starting with progress on 75 northbound right before Morris Mill Road. An earlier crash there has cleared onto the right shoulder and all lanes are back open. The delays are improving. However, up in Ackworth, we're seeing some major trouble on 75 northbound past Cherokee Street. A left lane is blocked due to a crash and the delays are building there. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustTail.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
It's a worthwhile cause right here in our own city.
For 26 years now, WSB has teamed up with Children's Healthcare of Atlanta to find cures for childhood cancers and blood disorders.
All of us at WSB team up to benefit the kids.
Join us again for 2 days of magic.
Thursday and Friday, July 23rd and 24th.
You can make miracles happen. Won't you please help?
More information in the WSB Radio app.
Or online at WSBradio.com.
Georgia's growing fast. That includes more large energy users like data centers choosing to do business here. The good news? Georgia Power says residential customers won't pay more because of it. Large load customers are required to fully fund the infrastructure needed to serve them, helping protect homeowners and small businesses from added costs. In fact, Georgia Power has frozen base rates through 2028, and beginning 2029, the typical residential customer could see annual savings in their bill averaging more than $100. Learn more at georgiapower.com/data centers.
Every day, builders like you work hard to build the homes and businesses our communities depend on. So rely on the workers' compensation experts at Builders Insurance, protecting the people behind every job site. Visit BLDRS.com.
Last year, we had 295 trials where we'd been offered a total of $90 million on all those cases. When the dust settled, we had recovered over $1.1 billion in verdicts and mid-trial settlements. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. We became America's largest injury firm for a reason. We won a lot, $30 billion and counting. The best part of all those wins is that it helps you when you hire us. All those wins allow us to let the insurance company know we mean business. And believe me, they know who we are. If you've been injured, Google Morgan & Morgan results. You're not bragging if it's a fact. 3 million people tried to hire us last year alone. That happened for a reason. Visit forthepeople.com and let's get started this minute. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
Morgan & Morgan, Atlanta, 191 Peach Street, Atlanta, Georgia. Thou pound law. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
You've heard the saying, you can't teach an old dog new tricks,
But Rufus from Finley Roofing is not your typical dog. He loves new tricks. It's Ashley Frasca for Finley Roofing, the roof guys. After over 3 decades of impeccable roof replacement, they're now proud to offer windows and doors. They can live up to the Finley name. That's why Finley only partners with top-tier products like Provia windows and doors. Custom built for your home, designed for maximum energy efficiency. You get airtight seals, lower bills, long-term performance with no warping or cracking. And even the best windows need a great install, and that's where Finley separates from the rest. They'll treat your home like it's their own with 5-star service and high-quality installation, plus upfront pricing and 0% financing available. So now, when you think of Finley first, they're a triple threat with roofing, windows, and doors. Get started at finleyroofing.com.
Linda Beaver here. Buying a pre-owned vehicle is a big decision. It should feel exciting, not overwhelming. That's why at Beaver Toyota and Beaver Mazda, only the best vehicles earn a place on our front line. Each one is carefully selected and inspected. Quality isn't negotiable. One property, 2 trusted brands, over 700 pre-owned vehicles. From a $5,000 starter car to your dream car. We have options for every budget. Beaver Toyota and Beaver Mazda, the safest place to make a big decision.
I've surpassed 40 flights this year, and when I get home these days, even in first class, carrying my backpack and all, my back hurts. I get in my hot tub from the Georgia Spa Company, use the back massagers to work out the kinks, and it's great. It's relaxing. You can have the same experience, relax, reset, recover with Georgia Spa Company. Right now, it's their Black Friday and July sale. Hot tubs start at just $99 a month. Thousands in savings on swim spas, saunas. Take $500 off cold plunges. Go to georgiaspacompany.com.
So this is in the Wall Street Journal today, but it's probably they're getting there late to this, I would imagine. But young drivers are going psycho on the road and filming it.
Ooh, fun!
This is content become the dash cam has become content creation. And so what do? They go like 125 miles an hour, and because there was an athlete who got in trouble for doing that relatively recently. I think in the NFL, but I can't remember.
Oh, he didn't go to UGA.
No,
well,
that's racing.
Surprisingly,
that's
not.
Racing.
Yeah.
Whereas this is just trying to show. So you have the dash cam, and then you have So you'd have the dash cam, which is showing how fast you're going, but then you got to have like your passenger or somebody also has an iPhone, and because you want to be able to see how the speed. So you want to be able to see the dashboard and the speed, right?
Well, a lot of times they have cameras set up in the car.
Oh, that does
so
the
that
whole
you can
thing?
see that stuff, and it's usually like split screened so that you can watch the
Yeah.
road, you can watch how they're driving, and then you can also see how fast they're going.
And then usually if they end up killing somebody else, they don't post it, so you don't see that.
It becomes evidence at that point. And
Yeah.
Well, it's always evidence. The athlete that I can't think of as who it was because he posted it, I believe. Then the cops just got in touch with him and said, well, you just gave us this evidence that you did this. And, he got a little slap on the wrist, I think. But probably not a smart thing to do to, in any way, post stuff showing yourself breaking the law. It's probably just not a really smart thing. But then again, it's teens. The other side of it is people could get, innocents can be killed in situations like this. But you have to remember, teenagers have always been teenagers.
I don't watch that type of dashboard content, but I do like dash cam videos where it's like a compilation video of drivers doing dumb things and accidents happening in front of them, or
right,
or
like
that.
weird things happening. I've seen some dash cam stuff where they just happen to get some small asteroid coming across
That was
or something.
LiveLeak used to be. Remember that site, LiveLeak?
Is that not around anymore?
No, they're great for that, especially in Russia, because everybody in Russia has a dash cam.
Why is that?
Because there's a lot of fraud.
Yeah.
So they have to. So they need the tape of it so that they can.
So if there's
prove
an
that they weren't
accident or
actually doing
something, they have
anything
to. I see. Okay. All right.
So the player, by the way, that got in trouble, Brandon Ayuk, wide receiver from the 49ers.
Right. And by the way, he appears to be losing his mind.
Yeah.
He appears to. There's a deep mental problem there. When you walk away from, I don't know, $35 million and then just start posting things online, then I got a feeling that he is currently undiagnosed with something. But yeah, it was Brandon Ayuk.
He did go viral.
Well, that's all that matters.
Yeah, good deal.
That's all that matters. He doesn't have $35 million that was going to be in his pocket or something along those lines. But he went viral. That's important. Let's give away 2 tickets to see Styx in Chicago this Friday, July 17th at Ameris Bank Amphitheater. Be caller number 10 to 404-872-0750. Tickets are on sale right now at Ticketmaster.com. Alex Williams says there's a crash on 75 North in Akron.
Yeah, watching this crash where a car went into the wood line here, Eric. Left lane still knocked out. 75 North before Highway 92, exit 277. That's a rough ride behind it back into Kennesaw. You can always use Highway 41 if you'd like. Hopefully they'll get this one cleared up soon. Elsewhere on the south side, they are finally clearing up the crash. 85 northbound on the ramp to 285 eastbound. We will be watching for those delays almost back into Fairburn, hopefully to improve. But if you're not, use Highway 29 as an alternate. Watching the ride on 85 toward Gwinnett County with the help of Isabella Rodriguez.
Get ready to tap the brakes on 85 northbound, especially as you're making your way into Norcross and out from 285. Those delays are heavy until you reach Pleasant Hill Road. It opens up past there, but pick back up in Swanee at Sugarloaf Parkway. This report is brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trustdale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Joint pain, awful when you're the person who's fighting through it. But I'm betting you aren't the only ones affected by it. Maybe you love someone who struggles with joint pain and you see it. You see what they don't say, what they've slowly stopped doing. It's July. The days are long. The light hangs around. It's time to be outside, moving, playing, living, and you're sitting it out. Hey, it's Mark Aram here. Let's talk about getting that life back. Because at QC Kinetics, that's what's happening every day. People who are stuck in that cycle of pain in their hips, knees, shoulders, and back, they're finally stepping out of it. With regenerative treatments done right there in their office, no surgery, long recovery, or putting life on hold. Just real relief. The inflammation eases and the pain lets go. We hear it all the time, not just from patients, from people around them. He's back. She's herself again. So if this sounds like you or someone you love, go find out what's possible. QC Kinetics offers a free consultation to see if you're a candidate. Call 770-285-8026. 770-285-8026. That's 770-285-8026.
Jane is a small business owner.
That's right.
And tell them what that's like, Jane.
Yeah, well, it's like a roller coaster with a lot of ups and downs, and some days things can feel like they're flying off the rails.
Yep, it's a lot. But the Total Solutions Advantage only from Comcast Business can help you manage it all. With the largest, fastest fiber-powered network designed for 100% reliability with business internet and wireless connect. Plus gig speeds with security and equipment included. All with a 5-year price lock.
Nice. So everything stays on track.
Exactly. The Total Solutions Advantage. Get started for just $60 a month for 12 months when you add wireless connect to a qualifying internet package. No one does business like Comcast Business.
Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. New customers only. 1-year agreement, paperless billing, and automatic payments with bank account required. $60 offer requires 300 meg internet, security edge, and additional qualifying service. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra.
Friday, July 31st, the Hall in Gainesville will step back in time with the Chi-Town Transit Authority, a tribute to the music of Chicago. Chi-Town features a tight horn section along with the dynamic vocal harmonies that Chicago is famous for. Experience Chi-Town Transit Authority, a tribute to the music of Chicago, at the Hall in Gainesville on Friday, July 31st at 7:30 p.m. Tickets on sale now and going fast at ChiTownBand.com. That's ChiTownBand.com.
Waiting for the right time to replace those drafty, rotting old windows? Now's the time. NG Windows is having their biggest sale of the year. Save 24% off, plus up to 12 months, no interest, no payments. Upgrade to beautiful Infinity by Marvin fiberglass windows now and save 24% off. Hurry, sale ends July 31st. Window and door shopping made simple.
Infinity by Marvin from NG Windows, yeah!
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk. News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 6 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Our top story, Georgia Senator John Ossoff comes out swinging even before President Trump's primetime speech on elections.
The world's most famous sore loser
will deliver a primetime presidential sour grapes address.
White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt says the speech will focus on election integrity.
I think all Republicans and Democrats should recognize this should be a nonpartisan issue. If we don't have safe and secure elections in our country, we cannot have a country.
It is not clear what allegations the president will make in the speech or if he will mention Georgia elections. We'll carry the president's speech live tonight, and then afterwards we'll have local reaction and commentary. It starts at 9 o'clock on 95.5 WSB and the WSB radio app. Right now it's 83 degrees in Atlanta, and this just in, a severe thunderstorm warning now in effect for parts of Gwinnett and DeKalb counties. This is impacting Lawrenceville, Peachtree Corners, Snellville, Lilburn, Loganville, Norcross, Grayson, Tucker, and Mountain Park. Once again, a severe thunderstorm warning, and those storms are leading to flight disruptions this hour at Hartsfield Jackson Airport. Meteorologist Christina Edwards will have Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. A dairy company owned by Atlanta-based Coca-Cola is the target of a ransomware attack. The Fairlife Dairy Company has halted production as a result. The company says a third party accessed part of the systems involved in production. The full scope of the damage of the attack is not yet known. Coca-Cola says it does not impact product quality or safety. You can bet on just about anything these days, and Catherine Falders reports someone who worked for years alongside President Trump made tens of thousands of dollars on the prediction market.
One of Trump's teleprompter operators, his main one, if you will, Gabriel Perez, has been found by federal regulators to have been betting on some of Trump's speeches. Over a 3-month period, we're told by sources that he bet on more than a dozen Trump speeches, including the State of the Union speech. And while betting on those speeches, he made more than $100,000.
Perez is now on unpaid leave. DeKalb County is among 20 school districts across the nation facing a new federal civil rights investigation.
The investigation centers around how DeKalb handles reports of sexual misconduct involving teachers and other staff members. That will specifically look into whether DeKalb has proper policies and procedures in place to handle allegations of sexual harassment and sexual assault between staff and students. Interim Superintendent of DeKalb Schools, Norman Sauce, responds in a statement saying the district has been notified of that investigation. He also says a letter from the Education Department clarifies the probe does not mean there's evidence of wrongdoing in the district. Austin Eller, 95.5 WSB.
A grandmother is now facing charges after her grandson drowned in Roswell last month. 2-year-old Axel Delgado was found in a clubhouse pool on Harbor Landing. The boy's grandmother, Emelisa Paz Santos, is charged with involuntary manslaughter and second-degree cruelty to children. Gwinnett County Police are looking for multiple suspects after an attempted carjacking at the Longwood Vista apartment complex. Officer Brock Mark says residents should keep their head on a swivel.
Trying to make sure that the general public knows that, this time of year, particularly in the summertime, there are more active, incidents such as this.
Investigators believe the victim might have been a target. He is now in the hospital in stable condition. A summer camp in the city of South Fulton draws young women into a career of firefighting.
Save me! In red T-shirts and turnout pants, teen girls get hands-on experience with everything from CPR to obstacle courses. For adrenaline and service-loving City of South Fulton Fire Rescue Sergeant Sabria Dowse, the most valuable parts of Embers Camp are
the sisterhood that they build, the skills that they learn, and them pushing themselves to their limits.
Former Embers camper, current fire recruit Atlee Robinson tells me women bring something extra to firefighting.
It's not all about how much you can carry or how fast you can move. They may not need you to carry them out of a fire. They may need somebody to talk to in that moment and be more emotional.
In South Fulton, Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
It's now 6:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, triple team traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Hey, Bill, better news on the south side. That tractor-trailer crash has cleared on I-85 northbound the ramp to 285 east, the outer loop down by the airport. Still waiting for the delays to improve. They're starting to get better, but you're going to slow just before Highway 138. Hang in there. Those delays are going to start getting better. Now, if you're heading in or out of downtown on I-20 westbound, not a bad ride, but you will hit the brakes outside the perimeter at 285 on and off all the way out into Lithia Springs where it laned earlier, and inbound There's a stall in the left lane, 20 eastbound Lowry Boulevard, exit 55. That slows the ride toward downtown. Speaking of, what's it looking like through downtown Atlanta, Isabella Rodriguez?
If you're in South Atlanta, expect a slow roll northbound into the city, 75-85 northbound at University Avenue. That's going to start to slow down as you make your way past I-20 and into the downtown area. We're also seeing trouble in Midtown on 75-85 northbound at 10th Street. The left lane is blocked there and causing some delays. The southbound side into the city is looking slow as well, starting at 75 southbound on Northside Drive and on 85 southbound with that merge with Georgia 400. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official air conditioning of Atlanta. Here is meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Partly cloudy skies and quite hot for this evening. Sunset just before 9 o'clock. Temperatures still in the low 80s at that time. And a few hit or miss rain showers that will be very slow moving. So some areas of heavy downpours, a possibility through late tonight into early tomorrow morning. Lows settling into the mid 70s, then climbing back up to the low 90s for tomorrow afternoon. Heat index values closer to 100. A few pop-up showers and thunderstorms for the ride home tomorrow evening. Saturday and Sunday, morning lows in the mid 70s, daytime highs in the low 90s.
And we do have a severe thunderstorm warning right now impacting parts of Gwinnett and DeKalb counties. This includes cities of Lawrenceville, Peachtree Corners, Snellville, Lilburn, Loganville, Norcross, Grayson, Tucker, and Mountain Park. That is a severe thunderstorm warning until 6:45. Right now, it's 90 in Sandy Springs, 78 in Austell, and 90 in Stockbridge. More news at 6:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Let me turn my mic on. Correctamundo, Caiaccio. Hour 4 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now with a congratulations to Rex G. of Powder Springs. Won 2 tickets to see Styx in Chicago this Friday, July 17th at Ameris Bank Amphitheater. Tickets are on sale right now at Ticketmaster.com. Why is your hand in the air?
Because I just want to let the people know.
The people? You mean by the people, you mean the riffraff?
The hoi polloi? Everybody, all the people out there that we will be giving another set of tickets for this show tomorrow.
All the
in
people.
this hour.
What?
Oh my God. I know.
What? I don't even know if I can handle that.
I know.
Why this hour? I got to work 6 to 7.
Yeah, well,
can you do them earlier?
I'm putting both my hands up to my temples and then pushing them away going, kapow!
Oh, that means your head exploded.
Yeah, not really, but you know, it meant that
but it
inside.
means it kind of like in that way.
Yeah, like inside, my thoughts exploded. But it's not like that Scanners.
I love
that guy's head exploded.
So if you want to see Styx in Chicago, don't tune away.
See Styx in Chicago?
No.
And
No.
Chicago.
No. It's Chicago in the River Styx.
In Boston.
No. It's Styx and Chicago.
And Kansas.
Right here.
In Kansas.
Boston.
With bread.
Bread.
Okay.
What was the bread? What was their hit?
They had more than one hit. They had
What
several.
were they? Everybody,
Big Defender over here.
Okay, babe, I want you.
If a picture paints 1,000. And
I think I thought all those were done by like
Guitar
England Dan
Man.
and John
Well, they're in that
Ford Coley.
genre, but Guitar Man.
Guitar Man.
Which
Not
one's
like,
that?
I'm thinking of Guitar Zan.
Night
Great
after
Ray
night, he'll get you right, baby. It's the Guitar Man.
That's right. Okay.
And Goodbye Girl from the movie Goodbye.
Did they do that?
He did it.
He did. What was his name? His name
guy.
was that guy. What was his name? He had a name. That guy.
You did.
What was it?
I'm going
the guy
to
from
make
Bread.
it with you.
David Gates.
Yes.
David Gates. That was the man from Bread.
Yep.
Do you guys keep hearing that sound? Whoa.
What sound?
No,
Do you
but
guys smell burning oranges?
That's what I was going to say. I do smell burning orange. No, I don't. Is it?
That's in one of their songs.
I do.
I just keep hearing the sound. It sounds like the springs on my microphone stand or something, but I'm not touching it. And then all of a sudden it goes like, whoa.
Maybe your studio is haunted.
Ooh.
And by studio, I mean the closet that you're in.
My closet.
In your apartment.
Autumn's in the closet.
In Crofton, Maryland.
Come out of the closet.
The most boring ghost.
Yeah.
Stay in.
Is the Target
Keep
still
me.
open?
Yeah. Is Crofton, Maryland boring? Is it a boring
No, it's
place?
just a suburb.
So where do you go for the? Where's the? I mean, obviously Baltimore, but how far away is Baltimore?
It's better to go. We typically will go to like Annapolis.
Okay, that's closer.
Yeah, and then there's some restaurants here that we go to, but it's crazy because they close at like 10.
Boring because it's a boring town. They roll up the sidewalks.
A suburb.
As they used to say, they roll up the sidewalks.
Yeah, I know. See, Autumn, this is where you should take some personal pride and personal responsibility and change the narrative of Crofton, Maryland.
That's
you
right.
can make it your town.
Turn it into chaos, like the Joker.
Okay. What should I burn down first?
Wait, hey, listen, it's going to start costing you money. I'm not a free consultant.
Crawford has to burn.
Yeah, but there's some really cool places in Annapolis, and we did a staycation in Annapolis.
Oh
recently
yeah,
that was. Really,
what does that mean?
Did
you get a hotel room in Annapolis? Or
yeah, we stayed at a historic inn that was
wow.
ridiculous, but
yeah,
it was
that's
fun.
all right.
And then it was right on the street, and like we just walked around and got real drunk one day on accident.
That's fun. Those are the days.
Like
you
ruined,
remember.
and we ate Taco Bell like at 3 a.m. and then
Careful
really
doing
regretted
that
it
now.
the next day.
Very, very, very. That makes it. Suddenly, it went from being a lovers thing in my mind to they both ended up.
Well, the lovers thing happened.
Hey, are you done in there? I need to get in there.
The lovers thing happened, and then it was like Taco Bell.
Oh, okay. As long as you got the loving out of the way, then it's okay to let the Taco
But then the
Bell
next
in.
day, you're like,
You have
we
Taco
walk
Bell
around.
after the love.
Yeah, the next day we're walking around, and they're like, let's go back to the room. Because
Yeah,
I'll stay down here and drink this coffee. You go upstairs.
Yeah. By the way, I still try to do that, even though my wife and I have been together for almost 40 years.
What, you trying to?
Yeah, it's like, hey, why don't you go get something? I don't. It's just too close
No,
confines
especially
to go
the
in
way
there
that
and do number
these
two.
hotel rooms these days.
Oh,
with, like
yeah.
that sliding barn
Wait.
door.
I forgot to tell you this. I totally forgot to tell you this. This is the thing that Eric talks about. I stayed in a Fairfield Inn or whatever on my way back, and it had that sliding. I mean.
The barn
frosted door, and I'm like, "Who, Eric?" I finally saw it.
Yeah. Why do you want to be
if
a
you're
shadow?
there with somebody?
Yes, yeah. Oh, and you might be there. It's like you're like, "Hey, you want to go to this concert?" It might be like just like two dudes or something, just sharing a room
with double beds.
I don't want to be.
Why
like,
are they doing that?
I don't understand
aesthetic?
it. I don't understand it. And then at the W. Downtown, they have the
Starlink. Thank you very much.
Okay, so they have when you shower. It's a glass thing, and everybody in the room can see you in the shower.
Put on a show.
Well,
You're a showbiz.
Okay, I get it.
And sometimes those same showers don't have a curtain anymore, right?
Yeah.
It's like a
it's like a little,
half of a wall.
Yeah, no, it's what's going on with bathrooms is insane.
I think the rooms are smaller.
Insane.
I think when they do that door, that is the sliding barn door style like that.
Yeah.
I think it's to save space in the room itself.
Okay,
They
but
made it
here's the
smaller.
thing. It can still be done in such a way that no matter what your angle is, you can't see in, and you can lock it. Some of these doors don't lock. The concept of I'm in the bathroom and I've got a porous door that people can see through, and it doesn't lock. Who said this is what we want?
If it's to save space, then why don't they just get rid of the desk and then get rid of the bed? Why not? Like you put a little cot down. Make a little mattress on the floor.
We don't have enough space here. And by the way, I don't buy that saving space thing.
I don't either.
You can still lock it. That takes no space. Putting a lock in makes no.
I guess because it opens the door out into the room, and so you're.
You can still lock a sliding door.
I totally.
We
agree.
redid ours,
So
and we got a sliding door, and I had to insist, I want a lock. It's like I have to explain myself why I want a lock on a door where I'm sitting doing my business.
The contractor folds his arms. He's like, "Yep, you got to explain it."
According to Rick Steves on Reddit, he says they do it to save space and reduce building costs.
I'm saying you can put a lock on it. Without taking up space.
Costs. Don't build it at all then.
Yeah. Hey, that's the best.
Yeah.
That's the best right there. I just don't
You ordered a room, but no bathroom.
But the thing with when you're at
here's a bucket.
That frosted glass.
Save space.
It's not even frosted. Like in that hotel downtown, it's like colored glass, right? It's like smoked glass type of thing. And you can see through it. Now, there's no space saving here. This is just aesthetic.
Yeah.
Okay, and I get it. If you're a couple that's 23 years old and you've got those bodies that 23-year-olds have, I guess it's fine. But we don't all have. Most of us do not have the body to be in the shower showing off to everyone else that's like watching TV. What are you saying, George? Well, you're that age. You can have that. Yeah, you're live.
A view of you.
I knew I shouldn't have stuck around.
Gene, so look what you're doing. You're freaking out Gene Simmons. He thinks now you want to hit on him.
Pretty hot, Gene.
All right, goodbye.
Yeah, I guess we're going to see Paul next week, huh?
I guess.
Alex Williams says it's a slow, rainy ride on 85 North into Gwinnett.
Ooh, yeah, it is not pretty out there, Eric. Some of the jam cams I'm looking at between Norcross and Duluth, it's been raining so hard, it's almost no visibility, and 85 northbound is just bumper to bumper from Chamblee Tucker Road. Just talked to a traffic trooper. He's right around Indian Trail in the express lane and says he's barely moving because of how heavy it's raining, so just please pack your patience, use caution out on these wet roadways, especially up in Gwinnett County. Also seeing the wet pavement impacting 316 in both directions. You're slow both ways between I-85 in the Lawrenceville area. 400 northbound, still some brake lights in Sandy Springs. Toughest part of that is from just north of I-285 getting up to Northridge Road, exit number 6. Checking the ride on I-75 northwest of town. How's it looking, Isabella Rodriguez?
Your ride on 75 northbound starts out clear as you're making your way out from 285 through Marietta, but the things start to slow down in Kennesaw with a crash on I-79 northbound before Highway 92. That's causing some brake lights all the way back into Kennesaw. This report is sponsored by Whole's Food Market. Save on summer fruits at Whole's Food Market. Get $49.99 per pound organic red cherries with Prime through July 28th. While supplies last, shop in store or online. Terms apply. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trustdale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
All this week at 10:12 a.m., make sure you are listening to The Mark Aram Show for your chance to win a $150 gas gift card, a $150 grocery store gift card, and a free HVAC checkup for my friends at Reliable Heating and Air. Budget's tight everywhere. Think of this as a little less pressure on your budget. Fuel for the road, food for the fridge, and comfort at home for the summer. Tune to The Mark Aram Show tomorrow at 10:12 a.m. for your chance to win. Get details at WSBRadio.com.
Hey everyone, it's your buddy Shelly Winter here. Join me this Saturday at noon for The Car Guys with Kevin Deutsch from Butler Lexus of South Atlanta. Buy or lease, fix or sell, everything you want to know about cars, we will cover Saturday noon to 1 right here on 95.5 WSB.
Scott Slade here with the president of Loud Security Systems, John Loud. A job when it comes to protecting your business and employees, compromise isn't an option.
Exactly, Scott. At Loud Security, we provide extensive commercial security systems so you can be sure your assets, employees, and property are under constant vigilant protection.
And you cover it all. 24/7 intrusion detection, live video monitoring with virtual guard response, even smart access control.
Plus, fully managed life safety systems, fire alarm, and fire suppression systems, including fire extinguishers and sprinkler inspections.
With customizable solutions, real-time alerts, and your team blending today's technology with old-fashioned service, business owners can stay focused on what they do best.
That's the Loud Security Systems promise. Business security monitoring you can trust.
So trust the local experts at Loud Security. Call today, mention me, Scott, and get 3 months free monitoring when you get Loud.
Loud Security Systems. Call 678. Get Loud.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Make sure your family is well taken care of with life insurance. Protect your phone, laptops, and more with electronic device insurance, and cover your furry friends with pet health insurance.
Sounds like your car is giving you trouble again, Frank.
Mary, I think she's finally running out of steam after all these years.
Well, why don't you give her a second chance where she can make a difference in the community?
What do you mean?
Donate her to Tommy Nova Center. I just donated my vehicle. It was super easy and fast, and they'll use the proceeds to help people with disabilities find jobs.
That's a great idea. What a feeling knowing my old rundown car can help someone.
Donate your old vehicle, RV, or boat to Tommy Nova Center and help people with disabilities gain meaningful employment. Call 866-NOVIS-AUTO or visit TommyNovaCenter.org and donate today.
Well, why don't we do an open mic or two?
You know what? There's been a lot of defense for Autumn bringing up her love for birding, which is the act of just watching birds.
That's not a sexual thing. That's not a kink.
No. Just
it's you like to go out and look at birds.
Which she may not be back yet.
She's not back yet because her timing is always impeccable.
It was a bit of a shorter break here.
Yeah, well,
she's out looking at birds, man.
That's probably what it is. Doesn't she?
Robins and such.
So this is my new thing. I have to know not to open a break talking to Autumn because she's probably not going to be there when we first come back. Is that?
I bet in 30 seconds she's going to be there.
Well, I was cooking dinner and I have kids and blah, blah, blah.
I've got yarn. I'm knitting. She had to go to the frosted door bathroom.
The ghost got her.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
she said she's into birding.
Yes. And
I'm into birding.
Okay, well, there's the thing. We've been talking about you for 5 minutes.
Why do we come back so early
Well,
at this hour?
perhaps you should just ask George before you walk away.
Yeah.
How much time do we have, George?
Well, normally we come back at 21.
Well, okay, we didn't this time. Things are different. You got to be
don't you
ready.
like getting extra time here?
Yeah,
the
this is
audience
your
gets
odd-
more of
I
us.
like it. I just was. I thought I was early. and I
Autumn
was
wants
late.
more commercials. That's what I'm
That's
hearing.
what
She
it
wants
is.
more
Yeah,
commercials.
She doesn't like
I
the
do.
idea.
Can
hear that
of
audience?
more
Sit back and
expression.
shut up.
I gotta make dinner for my kids.
All 7 of them.
Did you hear that noise?
Okay.
So we were saying that somebody called in and they're on your side because you're into birding, which I had to point out is not a kink or anything like that. You actually enjoy looking at
There is something called the
birds.
baby bird.
I don't need to know.
I know that one. That's a good
Yeah,
one.
I don't
Eric,
need
you
to-
might find that interesting. In fact,
yes,
you started by.
I don't need to know. I can figure
demonstrate.
that out. As you guys were
Demonstrate.
talking,
Yeah.
I suddenly figured it
I
out.
see.
Because my brain works that way. It has to do with the feeding of the birds, I would imagine.
No.
No? Oh, I got the wrong idea. All right.
Maybe coming up with a new trend there, Eric.
I'm creating a new one. It's called Birding 2, the sequel. So you like going out and checking out birds. You got a little app, and it identifies the birds. And so somebody said,
multiple people.
all right, we're not going to play all of them.
Yeah, play them all.
I got 2. I got 2.
Two birding?
That's good.
Yeah.
How come you don't do the open mics, Eric? There's so much great material there. All right, go ahead.
Bird watchers.
Don't worry, Autumn. I have the Merlin app, and it's a great app.
Oh, it is.
So let them not enjoy it.
All right.
Yeah, no
that's,
problem.
okay. Look, kind of didn't. A little bit of a
petered out there
letdown.
at the
Yeah, a
end.
little bit of a letdown there. at the end.
I got the bird Merlin app.
You let them just
You
just
tell them to get
to not have it.
Yeah, to not get it.
All joking aside, we appreciate you as a listener, and we're glad that you called in, or not, whatever we call it. It's not calling in, but it's on your phone.
Left a message.
Thank you for leaving a message on the voicemail.
Autumn, I think this guy wants to connect with you on the Merlin app. He wants to DM you on
I
there.
don't know if you can do that. I know
Want to hear
George
one of
described
my
it really
bird
well.
calls?
Excuse me?
Want to hear one of my bird calls?
Yeah, what do you got?
I got an owl.
Let's hear it.
Ooh.
Good stuff.
Good.
Ooh.
Okay, we've heard it.
What?
What is that owl doing?
It's a barred owl, but he's kinky.
Oh, is it Kinky Barn Owl?
I think that's what the barred owl sounds like.
Oh, you said bard.
Well, that's a different owl. That's the great horned owl.
How about this one?
All right, I haven't been cast.
Scream.
I have not been cast in the Police Academy reunion.
Quack, quack,
I
quack.
need to hear all of this.
We have one more bird
All right,
lover.
while you're doing it, though, give me the clown horn. Thank you. I do enjoy that little noise. All right, another birding
Yeah, a
open
lot of
mic?
people defending Autumn.
Hey, Dr. Nares, leave Autumn alone about the birds. As a newly minted 40-year-old woman myself, I totally get it. But I'm really calling because I love grackles too, Autumn. They're crazy looking. It is 9:03 and 85 degrees in Rockville, Maryland.
What? That's cool.
what
Sounds
is
Rockville.
Oh, she's listening.
Some one of her buddies?
Is this somebody you
Is it a
know?
plant?
A
No,
ringer?
but my cousins live in Rockville. Rockville.
Did you
a
tell
plant.
your family members to call in and support you on this show?
No, I
That's
I don't tell anybody about
Low.
this show.
just desperate is what it is. It's just
I tried to keep this show a secret.
embarrassing.
What is she also?
Hey, whoa. You try to keep the show as, you know what? And you say you don't have a lot in common with management.
There you go.
What are you doing? Reading a book? What are you reading your social media there? What
I
are you
was
doing?
reading
We're
Alex
doing
Williams'
doing a radio show here. For heaven's
I
sakes.
was reading Alex Williams.
Alex's Williams.
Whatever,
here's another open mic.
It's a good thing Gene left.
Oh, yeah.
You know
While
what?
you were
Well,
reading
he just
Alex's
texted me
Williams.
and said, I've had enough of
this
this.
this open micer is Team Gene. He likes Gene a lot better than Paul Stanley.
Gene is so much better than Paul at doing the news. I'm Team Gene all the way.
All right.
I kind of like it too.
It's coming on to you, Gene.
Well, all right. I'm not that way, but I appreciate the kudos.
Oh, for heaven's
I'm liking
sakes.
Gene.
You're liking Gene?
I do.
So you know,
Are you a model?
No, sir. I'm
Are
not.
you sure?
Yes, I've never.
Oh wait, I
modeled.
can see her. Never mind. Thank you for the compliment.
What does that mean, Gene?
I appreciate
She's
a
a
nice
lovely
word.
lady. Now that I'm not because
She is
he sees me.
She's nice. She's
She's
very
a lovely
attractive.
lady.
Yeah, lovely.
She could
yeah.
be a model.
She could be a reporter in a small market.
She could be the before of a of a diet.
I wasn't saying that.
Oh God! I don't find that to be true. Are you heavier than you were? I don't
No,
know.
I'm
I
just
only
kidding.
see you on the camera. I don't
Maybe
know.
Syracuse,
The
New
camera
York.
wasn't working.
What did I tell
earlier.
you? What did I tell you back when you were 2021?
Don't swim too far from shore.
That's right. All right, we giving more tickets away?
We promised the audience. Let's do it.
Well, you promised the audience. I'm the one who has to deliver. Win 2 tickets to see Styx in Chicago this Friday, July 17th at Ameris Bank Amphitheater. Be caller number 10 to 404-872-0750. Tickets are on sale right now at Ticketmaster.com. Alex Williams says it's still stacked and packed through downtown.
Yeah, even just getting there is a chore in itself. Eric on 400 South with delays starting back around Lenox Road and 75 South in Northwest Atlanta, jamming around Moores Mill. Not going to find much relief till you get down to Cortlandt Street and closer to I-20. If you're traveling northbound, 75-85 northbound, you're on the brakes, University Avenue, up to a crash, still sitting on the narrow left shoulder next to the HOV lane at 10th Street, exit number 250. We got some better news on I-20 for those heading toward downtown, Isabella Rodriguez.
Better news in West Atlanta. That stalled vehicle on I-20 eastbound on Joseph Lowry Boulevard has just cleared. It was blocking a left lane, but it's just cleared off to the left shoulder. We're still seeing some slight delays, but the delays are improving. And as you're making your way I-20 westbound out from 285, you're going to run into some brief slowdowns as you make your way towards Thornton Road. Report is brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs and home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
For over 50 years, Breda Pest Management has believed in doing right by our community. It's Scott Slade with my friend Matt Breda of Breda Pest Management. Matt, thank you for your support of the WSB Carathon, benefiting the Aflac Cancer Center at Children's Healthcare of Atlanta.
We will give $100 for every new Breda client now through July 24th with a minimum donation of $20,000. Let's make an impact together.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
It's just a matter of time. Clogged toilets, sinks, and sewer backups are common. It happened to me, and I call TE. Chris Chandler here. The drain team at TE Certified Electrical Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling cleared my drain fast and for just $73. Get same-day service from experienced specialists with stock vehicles to clear your clog fast for just $73.
TE Certified, we love your home.
Men, if ED or PE is affecting your performance in the bedroom, you don't have to live with it. Priority Men's Medical Center restores men's performance in the bedroom in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Even when Viagra and Cialis have failed, men are now lasting longer than ever. Right now, your consultation and first treatment are free. Call Priority Men's Medical Center now at 404-885-8885 or PriorityMen'sMedical.com.
You've probably heard that constipation and IBS can all be related to a lack of fiber in your diet. Hi, it's Sue from Bread Beckers with Sue's Healthy Minute. If you or someone you know suffers from constipation or IBS, let the Bread Beckers show you the way to more fiber and regularity and to better health without swallowing a pill or a bad-tasting drink. At the Bread Becker store in Woodstock, we can teach you how to make real, delicious bread loaded with fiber from real whole grains. A healthy, affordable, and delicious solution for your family that can change your life. This is not like the enriched bread you buy at the grocery store. It's real bread. I have a degree in food science, and for more than 30 years, I've studied the incredible health benefits of whole grains and real bread. So if you're struggling with bowel issues, high cholesterol, warts, or kids who seem to be constantly sick, take the first steps to a healthier life. Visit breadbeckers.com or our Bread Beckers store in Woodstock.
Every day,
Builders like you work hard to build the homes and businesses our communities depend on. Even in tough conditions with serious risks, you show up to get the job done right. So rely on the workers' compensation experts at Builders Insurance, ready to show up for you when it matters most. Builders protects the hardworking people behind every job site because we're built for those who build. Builders, insurance built strong. Learn more at bldrs.com.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 6:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by the Lloyd Advisory Group. Our top local story, heavy rain and storms hitting parts of the metro area at this hour. A severe thunderstorm warning for portions of DeKalb and Gwinnett counties is in effect for at least another 15 minutes. On Storm Tracker radar, a severe thunderstorm located near Mountain Park, about 10 miles to the southwest of Lawrenceville, and that storm is moving slowly to the south at 5 miles per hour. Once again, severe thunderstorm warning, and that impacts portions of Gwinnett and DeKalb counties. A ground stop issued at Hartsfield-Jackson Airport due to storms in the area. Right now, 84 degrees in Midtown Atlanta, and Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards is coming up. Georgia Senator John Ossoff calls President Trump the world's most famous sore loser. His comment comes ahead of the president's primetime speech tonight on election security.
It is misconduct, presidential misconduct, to abuse the bully pulpit and to abuse intelligence authorities and declassification authorities, if indeed that's what he'll do tonight.
But the White House says this should not be a partisan issue. The president is expected to discuss protecting the integrity of American elections. We will carry the president's speech live tonight, and then afterwards we'll have local reaction and commentary. It starts at 9 o'clock on 95.5 WSB and the WSB radio app. You can bet on just about anything these days, including the president's speeches. President Trump's longtime teleprompter operator is accused of winning tens of thousands of dollars by placing bets on presidential speeches, including the State of the Union. Gabrielle Perez is now on unpaid leave.
Kalshi notified the CFTC of suspicious activity. They investigated that, identified the individual, and he will now no longer be working at the White House.
White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt. Perez is reportedly in talks with federal regulators to reach a settlement. Kalshi is a market where users can wager on certain words or phrases used during speeches. A former Bartow County Sheriff's deputy is accused of abusing his foster child. The GBI says it's arrested 31-year-old Andrew Sean Williams. The child was found by police walking down the street and was identified along with the child's parents. The child suffered minor injuries after being struck multiple times with a belt. Williams is charged with misdemeanor battery. Georgia is a great state to be if you're looking for work. New numbers show the state has hit an all-time high for jobs.
The Georgia Department of Labor says June marks the 6th month in a row for record high employment at nearly 5.3 million, and the state labor force closing in on 5.5 million. Meanwhile, the state's unemployment rate holds steady at 3.4%. That's 0.8% below the national rate. Bottom line, says Labor Commissioner Barbara Rivera-Holmes, Georgia remains a place where opportunity has a clear path forward. The sector with the most over-the-month job gains, private educational services. Cheryl Castro, 95.5 WSB.
The numbers are in, and Atlanta showed out for FIFA. The city welcomed more than 500,000 people at the FIFA Fan Fest, which ranks among the most attended festivals in the nation. MARTA transported more than 2.5 million riders throughout the tournament, nearly a 200% increase from its normal average ridership. The 8 matches at Atlanta Stadium drew over 540,000 fans. 6 of them were at full capacity. The Atlanta Theater, founded by Clark Atlanta's Kenny Leon, gets grant money from the Mellon Foundation.
True Colors Theater is grateful for its $500,000 grant to continue its tradition of black storytelling.
This money is to go and further our artistic vision and continue to thrive at the intersection of artistic excellence and civic engagement.
Artistic director Jamil Jude says some of the grant money will go toward a new high school monologue competition in 10 U.S. cities, with noted black authors writing new monologues just for them. Founder Kenny Leon has just been named chair of the American Theater Wing, the group that handles the Tony Awards. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
It is now 6:34 and time for live team coverage of traffic and weather, and triple team traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Still watching the impacts from the rain northeast of town, Bill. Still 85 north and southbound, slower than you would expect in both directions between 285 and Highway 316 in Duluth. Just use caution out on those wet roadways. It's also done a number to Highway 141 as you make your way north into Johns Creek. 285 eastbound, the inner loop. That ride's stacked up out of Sandy Springs into Dunwoody. Georgia 400 over to Peachtree Boulevard. The heavy southbound delays find you again leaving I-85 down to East Ponce de Leon, exit number 40 in Clarkston. What's it looking like on I-75 south of the city, Isabella Rodriguez?
If you're leaving Locust Grove, expect a slow trip on 75 northbound. That starts just past Bill Gardner Parkway, and you'll be tapping those brakes through McDonough, and those delays continue into Stockbridge. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustedL.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Partly cloudy skies and quite hot for this evening. Sunset just before 9 o'clock. Temperatures still in the low 80s at that time, and a few hit or miss rain showers that will be very slow moving, so some areas of heavy downpours a possibility through late tonight into early tomorrow morning. Lows settling into the mid 70s, then climbing back up to the low 90s for tomorrow afternoon. Heat index values closer to 100. A few pop-up showers and thunderstorms for the ride home tomorrow evening. Saturday and Sunday morning lows in the mid 70s, daytime highs in the low 90s.
And once again, a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 6:45 for southern Gwinnett County. Storm tracker radar showing a severe thunderstorm right now located near Mountain Park, about 10 miles to the southwest of Lawrenceville, moving to the south at 5 miles per hour. And this storm does contain winds of up to 60 miles per hour. Once again, a severe thunderstorm warning for southern Gwinnett County for another 10 minutes. And right now in Noonan, it's 82, 83 in Midtown Atlanta, 83 in Dunwoody. More news at 7 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hey, it's Shelley Winter. Your vehicle is one of the biggest investments you make. So after an accident, why trust its repair to someone focused on cutting costs? At RJ's Auto Body Plus, they believe the repair should protect your vehicle, not the insurance company's bottom line. For nearly 20 years, families throughout the area have trusted RJ's Auto Body Plus in Marietta because they don't believe in shortcuts, cheap parts, or rushed repairs. With over 40 years of experience, they know what proper collision repair looks like, and they stand up for their customers every step of the way. They work with insurance companies daily, but they work for you. Whether it's a newer vehicle, a luxury vehicle, or simply a vehicle you care a lot about, their mission is simple: restore it safely, correctly, and with the quality you deserve. RJ's Auto Body Plus, because your vehicle deserves more than a minimum. Call 770-955-5020 or simply search RJ's Auto Body Plus.
The best Zero Res deal is back. Get 3 rooms of carpet clean for just $109, and we'll clean your hallway for free. That's right, 3 rooms of carpet clean for just $109, plus a free hallway. The last time we offered this deal, our schedule filled up fast, and we were booked out for weeks. So don't wait. Schedule your cleaning today before appointments are gone. Visit ZeroResAtlanta.com. Zero Res, spell it backwards or forwards. It's the right way to clean.
Know your rights before you're stopped. Print your free DUI rights card at georgestein.com.
Hey, Georgia, we've got some good news. At Georgia Power, we're lowering rates to help you save. That's right. We're delivering the reliable, dependable energy you count on every day at a lower cost. Because reliability isn't just about keeping you connected. It's about helping you where it matters most, providing the power you expect and the savings you deserve. Day in and day out. Now how about that for some good news? Learn more at georgiapower.com/good news.
Linda Beaver here. Buying a pre-owned vehicle is a big decision. It should feel exciting, not overwhelming. That's why at Beaver Toyota and Beaver Mazda, only the best vehicles earn a place on our front line. Each one is carefully selected and inspected. Quality isn't negotiable. One property, 2 trusted brands, over 700 pre-owned vehicles. From a $5,000 starter car to your dream car. We have options for every budget. Beaver Toyota and Beaver Mazda, the safest place to make a big decision.
Maybe he'll make some money here. It's not gambling.
Like his teleprompter operator made money?
Yeah, that's crazy news. Huh? The guy who ran the president's teleprompter made $100,000. And I only saw the headline. I didn't read the story. Has he had to give it back? Has he been busted?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So he's the guy who would put the speeches into the teleprompter and then run it?
He's done it since Trump 1.0.
Okay, so he's made $100,000 on like Kalshi and Polymarket predicting.
Probably just little bets here and there, and he got busted.
So George, I think we can make some money on this. So tonight, Trump is giving this speech where, he's basically going to say that he won in 2020 or whatever, and provide some sort of evidence that China is involved. That's what it seems like is going to happen. NBC and ABC have decided not to run the speech live. Now, again, every time I say that, before people get all crazy, they have denied this to Biden. They've denied it to Obama before. They're not obligated to every time the president wants time to give it. I think probably they've decided the same thing I've decided. This is a campaign speech, basically trying to give reasons that Save America Act. So it's not about, like, they would certainly run it if they thought he was going to tell us that we're putting in ground troops or something in Iran, because that's information the American people need. They don't have to give him free time to push a piece of legislation, which is, I think that's the reasons that they're doing it. But, on July 4th, he was giving a speech, and you could tell somebody wrote this speech as a speech that, like, any president would give, but he can't help himself that he starts. He'll like just start.
He goes off script.
He goes off script from time to time,
Yeah.
and they must like pause the teleprompter, like when he's doing his own thing, and then he comes back to the script, and so here's the position, or find out if there is a position for this that I would take with Kalshi and Polymarket. Will the president, during his speech tonight, mention how terrible NBC and ABC are for not picking up the speech? So I guess the position wouldn't be all that, but just will he mention NBC and ABC?
I would take that position.
You think you were like 100%.
Yeah,
I don't think it's 100%. I don't think it's 100%, but I think it's possible. Has anyone taken a position on it?
Unfortunately, that is not one of the things you can bet on that he will say.
Oh, I thought the idea, the reason it wasn't gambling is that any individual could start a position.
Maybe that's a possibility, but nobody has started that position as of right now.
Okay. What are the top?
You can bet on if he says election, Save America Act, Democrat, Biden, cheat, China, Georgia. On you've got here Iran 20+ times. You've got hottest World Cup 6-7.
The hottest
6-7.
6-7. That's a long shot.
6-7.
6-7 million votes.
The teleprompter goes, yes.
I got it.
Why did the president say 6-7?
I hope you make a little cash here and there.
I don't know. I've never done anything with Polymarket and Kalshi.
You did fake news. You can bet on that.
I think a lot of the stuff you said at first, you wouldn't make any money off of. I mean, a lot of them are like, of course he's going to bring up.
The lowest one is crypto, Bitcoin, uranium, Netanyahu, Ukraine. That's on Kalshi, the lowest ones. Let's see if I can.
I would imagine he will maybe take a moment to, talk about Iran and then get into, how 2020 was, how the senators from Georgia.
The late Ayatollah had a machine and changed all the votes in Georgia.
The lowest one on Polymarket is that he would say nuclear 15+ times.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. That's not. This is going to be all about. I imagine what we're hearing is it's going to be about how China and Venezuela, and they flipped votes.
Thank you.
Finally, I'll have some redemption.
That's right. That's right, Rudy
Giuliani.
Giuliani.
Long he's gonna speak?
Thank you.
It's supposed to be like 20 minutes, but it'll probably be at least 30.
And he'll be
So
late.
there's a on Kalshi, you can bet whether he's going to do 25 minutes or more.
Yeah, I would always go for the over.
Yeah,
on those.
with him,
and the reason is
yeah.
because they write like a 15-minute speech, and then he goes off script, and that adds to it.
Does the weave.
Does the
Should
weave.
I do it? I think I might do it.
Do it.
You are an addicting.
Waste your money.
I love gambling.
It is.
I know. Now, do you have the phone thing where you could just? I don't know about
I mean,
Maryland.
I'm looking at it on my computer, so.
No. I mean, with like the other stuff, like you don't follow sports, so you wouldn't gamble on that.
Mm-mm.
You're more likely to gamble on this stuff.
I do have a website where you can like play. You can play like virtual, like blackjack and stuff.
It's virtual. There's no stakes. Or you can you have it. Have you given them your credit card number?
It's a casino.
Okay, but
online.
have you? That's not the question I asked. Did I ask if it was a casino online?
No.
No, I didn't.
I'm just giving more information, and then also it uses like you buy Bitcoin, like portions of Bitcoin. It's
okay, but have you?
ridiculous.
Do they?
Have you won anything?
Do they?
I have.
Do they have your checking account?
No,
Yeah.
not my checking account.
Your credit card number.
Coinbase.
I think I have put in my credit card to get to make deposits into my account, But then to get it out, it gives it to you in Bitcoin.
And where do you where does one go to spend Bitcoin?
They have machines you can cash it in.
Okay, but I mean, like Amazon, at this point, shouldn't Amazon take Bitcoin?
Well, they don't. I don't.
That's what I'm saying. They don't. But
PayPal allows you to do it.
Oh yeah, they do.
4chan.
Apparently, AMC theaters, and Regal Cinema,
theater?
AMC and Regal cinemas.
Does AOC have a chain of theaters now? I didn't even know.
AOC theaters. Welcome.
You've got
no movies about bullying.
If the person next to you doesn't have any popcorn, think about giving them some of yours.
Yeah, don't be greedy.
Subway, guys. Subway takes Bitcoin.
Oh, great.
Oh, who would?
What?
So do you have a special credit card like thing if you're spending Bitcoin at a Subway? Or
I would imagine that it would be
you do a
on
phone tap. You do a phone
Yeah.
tap kind of thing.
Yeah, probably within your Apple Pay.
It just seems like at this point there ought to be more outlets to be able to spend Bitcoin. It's traded. It's something that a lot of people have.
Look, Whole Foods, Starbucks.
But I guess it's the same thing. You buy gold. It's not like you walk around at a Subway and toss them a doubloon.
Isn't Bitcoin just crashing?
Yeah, but I mean, it went up way high. So even the crash down, I mean, I know a lot of people have lost money, but it is on its way down, I think. It's had a bad year, I think, although I'm not sure. Yes,
people
George?
will tell you that this happens and it's going back up. And
it hasn't gone back up, though. It's just been doom.
But that's, people.
I often think to myself, man, because I was like
flows.
somebody in the late 90s, early 2000s. I was watching Tech TV. I think it was called HD TV or something like that first, and then it changed to Tech TV. And I was watching those shows all the time. Really, I got my first computer. It was like perfect. I found that network. And so I knew about this Bitcoin mining really early on in the 2000s.
I have a vivid memory of in high school of telling my mom, we should Google that Bitcoin,
And like literally, if I had mined 5 or 6 of them, okay, just part of mine is like, because it went up to like 10,000 or more or something like that. And this is the reason that I don't drive myself crazy about it, because who says that I would have sold? Maybe I would have thought, oh, it's going to keep on going.
I bought a decent amount in like 2015, and it just goes away because you need money at some point.
Maybe once
out.
it started to go down, I would have. I mean, literally, if you lose $2,000, but you actually mined this stuff yourself, and those electric bills are years ago, so what if you lose? Okay, it's only $8,000. Man, that and buying Apple stock. I should have been smarter back in the old days. But how do you know? When you're there, you don't know. I don't know that Amazon's going to explode the way that it did.
I'm looking at one of these cards, by the way, in order to spend Bitcoin. There's BitPay. It's like an actual card that you put your Bitcoin on.
But can I take it to anywhere and they'll take it because it's like a credit card? All right, we're late here. So,
got a congratulations.
Congratulations to Dave McKenney of Dahlonega. I'm sorry. I'm looking at my sheet here. Won 2 tickets to see Styx and Chicago this Friday, July 17th at Amerisbank Amphitheater. Tickets are on sale right now at Ticketmaster.com. Alex Williams says there's a crash cleanup on 75 North in Ackworth.
And a little better news here, Eric. They fished that car out of the woods, and I believe they just towed it away here. 75 northbound before Highway 92, exit 277. Still pretty bunched up behind it, leaving I-575, but those delays should start to improve. 400 northbound, a little sluggish in Sandy Springs, getting up to the North Springs MARTA station. And 85 northbound trying to dry out from all that heavy rain, watching those delays from Chamblee-Tucker Road up into Norcross and Duluth. How are things looking through the heart of the city, Isabella Rodriguez?
We're seeing some improvement as you're making your way north into the city from South Atlanta. The slowdowns still start at University Avenue, but that earlier crash on 75-85 northbound at 10th Street has now moved onto the right shoulder, and all lanes are back open. The southbound ride into the city is looking similarly on 85 southbound at that merge of Georgia 400. The delays pick up there, and on 75 southbound at Northside Drive. This report is sponsored by Whole's Food Market. Save on grilling season favorites at Whole's Food Market. Prime members get 20% off beef top sirloin steaks through July 21st. While supplies last, shop in store or online, terms apply. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustSale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Oh, you say I am yours, and I believe. finding cures for childhood cancer. It's been our passion for years at WSB.
It's the 26th annual WSB Radio Care-a-thon, July 23rd and 24th.
And we need your help raising money to find and fund cures for childhood cancers and blood disorders.
Information about how you can donate can be found in the WSB Radio app
or online at WSBradio.com. Thank you for your support of Children's Healthcare of Atlanta.
Here we are. The hot and humid Georgia days are back, and this is the time of the year your AC could be tested, running harder than ever. This is Scott Slade, and if your air conditioning is having trouble answering the bell, I have good news. Ragsdale Heating and Air is here to keep you and your family cool and save you money. Right now, you can get up to $1,700 off a new Carrier home comfort system, and along with their terrific service, here's something else homeowners like me really love about Ragsdale. Your new system comes with Ragsdale's own exclusive 15-year parts and labor warranty. That means zero repair cost till 2041. No stress, no out-of-pocket, just comfort for years to come. Ragsdale's your go-to team for plumbing, electrical, and insulation, too. All under one roof, all with the same dependable service. I'm still loving my kitchen lighting they installed years ago. Why choose Ragsdale? More than 13,000 five-star reviews, and many of their employees have been with the company 10, 20, even 30 years. Scheduling is easy, too. Book online at ragsdaleair.com or call them. Ragsdale is the name I know you can trust.
Hi, I'm Tom Shane, third-generation owner at Shane Company. As a family jewelry business for almost 100 years, we are known for doing right by our customers. Our legacy of integrity depends on it. Here are 3 things we never do. We never cut corners. Our engagement rings are made to high-quality standards, and we stand behind them with our all-inclusive free lifetime warranty. We never buy diamonds without seeing them in person. We travel to the source, eliminate the middleman, and get first pick of the most beautiful stones. Then negotiate the price on your behalf. We never try to trick you on price. We don't mark up the rings just to mark them down and call it a sale. We offer true value from the start, so you get the best price every time. At Shane Company, we put you first because a friend always has your back. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
With good health comes a happy life, but finding free, trustworthy medical advice can be challenging. Good news for you, WSB and the medical professionals at Northside Hospital are here to help. Tune in this Sunday at 8 a.m. for Doctors on Call, presented by Northside Hospital, a weekly show dedicated to helping you live a healthier and happier life. This week, we'll be joined by Dr. Ashley Corey Shao from Northside Primary Care, discussing perimenopause and postmenopause. Sunday at 8 a.m. on 95.5 WSB.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. With the price of just about everything going up, we thought we'd bring our prices down. So to help us, we brought in a reverse auctioneer, which is apparently a thing.
Mint Mobile Premium Wireless. How to get 30, 30, to get 30, to get 20, 20, 20, to get 20, 20, to get 15, 15, 15, 15, just $15 a month. Sold!
Visit mintmobile.com/radio. Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan required. $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. See terms.
Sounds like your car is giving you trouble again, Frank.
Mary, I think she's finally running out of steam after all these years.
Well, why don't you give her a second chance where she can make a difference in the community?
What do you mean?
Donate her to Tommy Novus Center. I just donated my vehicle. It was super easy and fast, and they'll use the proceeds to help people with disabilities find jobs.
That's a great idea. What a feeling knowing my old rundown car can help someone.
Donate your old vehicle, RV, or boat to Tommy Novus Center and help people with disabilities gain meaningful employment. Call 866-NOVUS-AUTO or visit TommyNovusCenter.org and donate today.
Gotta give kudos to this local television reporter in Los Angeles, KTLA. I don't know if you've seen this. But she's out at night. She's on the street. She's doing a report, and this huge cockroach flies up on her. She never blinks.
Yeah.
This thing is just walking around her chest and everything. Almost goes down right into her bra, but doesn't.
I would have freaked out and screamed.
You would have at least gotten a sweet child of mine. Something like that out of me.
I even touch a spider web, and I'm like,
no, I don't. And cockroaches, although they don't hurt you and they don't bite, they're just freaky.
Especially those big ones. They're not even those big ones are the ones you want.
The palmetto bugs?
They don't really do anything.
Yeah.
Well, but they're just too big.
They're big, and then if it's hot enough, they start flying around.
I don't like the fact that they can fly.
You don't want the Germans.
Well, I read somewhere, and I don't know if am I misremembering. George Stein, stop. George Stein. George Clark, stop doing your job. And he's doing paperwork back there. I feel like I read this, and I don't want to get it wrong, so I want to find out right now. I believe that I read at one point that all cockroaches can fly. It's just that it has to be warm enough for them to fly, and a lot of cockroaches that you deal with are in climates where that doesn't happen.
I think
Incorrect.
The little ones don't.
No, not all cockroaches can fly.
Okay.
Yeah. It's the big ones. All of those can.
Palmetto? Are those the ones they call palmetto bugs?
That's right.
Yeah, they're the outdoor ones you see all the time.
Do you want me to go through the different species? The
No,
smoky
boy,
brown, the Asian,
Australian. Brown.
Smoky brown.
Ooh. That one plays a mean bass guitar.
The common American cockroach has wings, but primarily uses them to glide.
I've never been happier to hear the closing music.
Flightless include the German and the Oriental cockroach. Apparently, those ones cannot fly.
Sorry for referring to you as George Stein rather than George Clark. I get my Georges mixed up sometimes.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. My apologies to both Georges.
George Stein will be on tomorrow.
Uh-huh. And George Clark.
That's right.
I'm going to freak out. That music's telling us two things. Shut the hell up, get the hell out. And you know us. We do what we're told.
I've got more cockroach species.
No, shut up. Shelley Winter's up next. Maybe Shelley can finish off with a few of the
Oh, yeah, we'll be talking about a lot of cockroaches tonight.
Shelley Winter's up next with a great radio show for you, as always. We're going to come back and do one more of these this week, tomorrow, starting at 3 p.m. You're all invited to join us, but until then, continue on your journey. Don't piss off the genie.
6:56.